All right, everybody, welcome to Casual Sports Stock Podcast, Week 10 Stock Options Edition. And now we got a gentleman right over here who realizes that he will not make a neutral zone infraction in this podcast. Here's Chris!
Neutral zone infraction won't happen.
Well, the Browns-Jets game, when they got a penalty?
I mean, that game was a joke within itself, but what happened? Yeah, within the final 2 minutes, I see what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah, we had two separate chances to stop them. Three now in the final 2 minutes, and then we one of the best defenses in the league, and then this guy jumps off sides. But yeah, that game was a joke from the get-go when we give back-to-back special team kick returns, once off a kickoff, and then right after it off a punt return. So when we're up 7-0, go down 14-7, the Browns, they are garbage.
I believe that's the first time that it happened, that a team lost the game while having those two plays.
Well, I mean, the Jets won it because of their special teams.
No.
And for some reason in the ESPN rankings, the Browns are still ahead of the Jets, but I don't know how ESPN does it.
I don't know. We're going to have a good debate on who gets that one this week. But now we got a gentleman right over here who's happy that he smacked down them Commanders, even though they smacked Mr. St. Brown. Here's Douglas.
Oh, man, Stu, it was nice. I mean, we got a big one here this week against Philly, but it was a nice win. Granted, it's not Jaden Daniels, so we didn't feel like we truly got our revenge.
Yeah.
And so,
sure, that was good.
Disaster.
The Lions smacked the Commanders, even though the Commanders smacked Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, after he did his little dance.
Yeah, he did a little dance. Yes, but anyway, gentlemen, I guess we should probably talk about something really serious this week. I know we like to troll, but we have to probably talk about, since one of our Cowboys players passed away. Marshawn Kneeland passed away this Thursday. Apparently, it was suicide. Yeah, that was kind of like, oh man, that kind of sucked on that one.
Yeah, I'm not trying to defend anyone who commits suicide, or maybe I want to defend that person, but the situation he was in after was that a Monday night game?
It was he got his first touchdown from blocked field goal, blocked kick.
But yeah, I just thought he committed suicide, whether it was internal problems or what was going on with his life, but he was in a car chase with the police.
I think,
and the reason he thought he wanted to commit suicide is, I think he called either his girlfriend or a loved one, but he's like, yeah, like, I'm gonna go to jail. No,
I think he said, I'm goodbye, everybody. And then basically I think the cops called because they wanted to do like, when it's like a welfare check, make sure everything's okay.
No, he was like, there's no checking. He was being chased by the police for speeding.
Yeah, somehow, yeah.
There was no welfare check, and then he committed suicide within his vehicle. But nonetheless, it's still a heartbreaking situation with the Dallas Cowboys.
It's such a sad, heartbreaking, And I'll always say that, as much as I love to troll and we make fun of the podcast, it's like, how can you make fun of this? The guy's 24, he passes away, he's way too young. You had plenty of years. It just makes me sad on this one. I don't know if you have any thoughts, Douglas, on this one.
I mean, it's heartbreaking, and you never know what somebody's going through mentally, and it just there's all these hotlines. Make sure you take advantage of them, because even if you have the world and you make the best leagues in the world, that doesn't mean that internally there might be something wrong. So get the help you need. Support mental health awareness.
Yeah, I will put that on our YouTube description right there, just the hotline,
website, or the 1-800 number. That's good.
Yeah, the 988 number. Appreciate it. Yes. Yeah, I was going to put that right there. And I always say this. I think men. Well, I'm just going to go. Like I said, I feel like for men, there's two things that we're not really good at. I will say this in the great thing. One is probably going to checkups, going to the doctors. I'm just saying that's how I feel, because we always got to tough it out sometimes. And number two, I feel like, is not talking about, hey, if we're not doing okay. You know what I mean? I think that's been the one thing that I feel like us men, we need to get better at. You know what I mean? To make sure hey, we're doing, or hey, I'm not doing great right now, and all that things. I mean,
yeah, it is a hard concept. And I'm grateful for the job that I have, where this is a big focus of mine, is teaching, kids and ultimately like other people how to really understand and feel your emotions and express them, because it's a really challenging thing to do. It takes a lot of self-reflection and thought, and it's not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy. And like I said, I mean, I remember I had my struggle like in January. And like I said, I was talking to you guys. I mean, granted, I wasn't going that deep bad, but at least it was like, hey, I'm going to let you know I'm not doing fine. And now I'm in a better spot. So I think it's better to just explain and tell people than just, it's like my dad always says it. Don't make your sadness in silence.
Yeah, that too. And I've always kind of resonated with the quote, don't let a temporary problem, like, don't end it with a permanent solution,
Yeah. I mean, like I do. It's like I remember Chisel Donis talked about it on the YouTube. It's like, yeah, his pain goes away, but the repercussions on all of that. And I especially feel bad for the Cowboys and Dak for, like, granted, he made it to the Cowboys. He's doing really, really well. But, like, you probably didn't know, his mom passed away in college. He lost his brother to suicide, like, a few years ago. And then, like I said, this tragedy that's happened, I feel bad for him in that sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, I know we wanted to. It's probably a little bit more somber note before we get into the goofy. But I figured we had to probably talk about that.
Stu, I don't know if you saw the other news that with Antonio Brown as well.
Oh, yes.
I'm sure that you would love a chance to troll
yes,
that.
that was going to be the next segment we like to call is Mr. Brown is going down. So Antonio Brown is an idiot. I will say that to his face because I think he is a fucking dumbass. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he needs to get the help he needs. I'm sorry. And so Antonio Brown basically went into, I believe it was Aiden Ross, like, charity boxing event, if I heard correctly. And he got in a fight, and then he took a security guard's gun and tried to shoot at another person.
Oof.
And
Yeah,
this was in like May or April in Miami. I believe it was either New Jersey or Miami.
And then he fled to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, he went to Dubai because he thought they're not going to get him. But spoiler alert, you're going to get extradited. I mean, you should have probably gone to Russia or China, Mr.
Was he flown back to the United States?
Yes, he's flown back to the United States. As of right now, he's pled not guilty. Granted, it's all allegedly, but it's also allegedly on film that he did this. But I just feel like, man, why did you do this, Antonio Brown? Like, why?
Most likely the CTE still.
I mean, it could be the CTE, or it could just be a POS. Like, I feel like the last, like, few years, like the 4 or 5 years, Antonio Brown, since he left with the Steelers, and granted, he was always awful with the Steelers. I mean, when it was like if you remember when we talked about the days of our Steelers and all that stuff in 2018, like, that was the Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell. One time Antonio Brown was sick, and it turned out he was bitching because he wasn't getting the ball enough. Like, it was the Raider situation where he literally, like, got cut. Then he won a Super Bowl with the Buccaneers, if I remember correctly, right? No, he went to the Patriots. Then he went to the Buccaneers. He won a Super Bowl. And then in the Jets game, he got mad because he didn't get the ball, and then he left. And everybody was like, I'm dealing with it and just stuff. And don't get me started about the Albany Pirates in the regional football league, where literally they decided this man should be an owner. And literally, they created that team, literally went from like a back-to-back championship to going for bankruptcy in arena football because of Antonio Brown's geniusness. So, gentlemen, how do you feel about Antonio Brown, the last of the days of our Steelers, being a dumbass? And I will say this. I will even say it to his face. I think he's a dumbass.
Honestly, still I'm indifferent to it. Like, I expect stupid things, and I'm not surprised by any of it.
Yeah, honestly. Wait. And also, he filed for bankruptcy, which not surprised. And also, I'm like, man, what a way to, like, throw away money, just being the stupidest. And this is a man who got 5-6 chances in life, and I feel like he just threw that stuff away because of ego. And also probably needed to get the help he get. But he's like, no, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, not going to do it.
No.
You got to want to get help.
Yeah, but like, let's be honest. How long do you think is Antonio Brown going to get like a 20-year prison sentence or 10 years for attempted murder?
Maybe. I don't know. Probably if they was bad enough to get extradited back. I don't know. I don't know much about it though.
Yeah, I mean, granted, it was just a boxing charity fight, and he got in a fist fight, and he took a security guard's gun and shot someone, attempted to shoot someone.
Dang, yeah, this Albany Firebirds team of the Arena Football 1 Indoor Football League, they won the 2025 Arena Crown by going undefeated, and they won the championship 60-57. So without Antonio Brown, they're great.
Yeah, but let's put the time when they were with Antonio Brown. They were like they literally were like crashed and burned.
Yeah, Antonio Brown, $50,000 in assets, and Doug was mentioning about being bankrupt. He's worth a negative $3 million. All right.
Yeah, good for you, Antonio Brown.
And like Doug mentioned, don't let what'd you say, Doug? Don't about
the one for the Elm, the permanent solutions one. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, permanent solutions. Because I mean, he's negative $3 million in debt. Yeah, don't Antonio Brown, and you're also facing jail time. Don't let anything.
Sounds like a lot of it if Stu's right, but hey, maybe he's not guilty, Stu. Maybe we need to make sure to say allegedly in here.
Okay,
it was a classic gun he was using.
Alleged video of this incident happened.
It was an airsoft gun he was using.
I mean, I don't know if security guards are bringing airsoft guns. I'm just saying.
And I'm pretty sure famed athletes aren't bringing airsoft guns to any event of that nature.
But anyway, gentlemen, besides all of the fun and sadness of this week, what did you think about Week 10's football?
I'm ready to dive right into it.
I was gonna say, like, it was okay. Like, I don't know, the 1 o'clock window is the better window for sure.
Yeah, honestly, I felt like the 1 o'clock one was good. The Thursday night, the Monday night,
the 425ers are all kind of duds.
Yeah, the 445s. It was like a lot. I feel like there was a lot of bunkers.
Not good. It was kind of just a lot of bad football played this week.
It was a lot of bad football, and I will say there's going to be some scores. We're gonna have the debate on who's going to get the one this week.
It's also crazy that they're like really two high-scoring games, and they finish with the same outcome score-wise, 44-22. Seahawks being the Cardinals, 44-22. Then Doug's Lions beating the Commanders 44-22.
I was starting to think a little bit more about these two teams because the Seahawks are legit. But yeah, I agree with Chris. We should just dive straight into it.
We should dive straight into it. And we're going to talk about the worst Thursday night. Oh, my God. These are one of these games that I have to say, gentlemen, that I literally thought both teams should have probably gotten a loss this week because the Oakland Raiders lost to the Denver Broncos 10-7. This was the ugliest football game. Probably the most ugliest football game I've seen since that one game when they went to overtime. I believe it was a Raiders-Vikings game at Raider Stadium, mind you, when it went 3-0 in overtime.
So, I mean, was this uglier than the Monday night game, though?
Yeah, because that Monday night game was pretty ugly from what
I feel like it got at the end. Whereas this one was like both quarterbacks looked bad.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It seems like I think both games are very similar where they like all had like missed kicks too. It's like, I don't know. Like I don't know why we're praising the Packers and Eagles and smack talking the Raiders and Broncos so much.
Yeah, because it was both the same outcome, both 10.
They all had the exact same score and they're all just miserable to watch. Like, let's not sugarcoat and say the Eagles were great or anything. Like, their defense maybe, but I don't know. I'm glad YouTube TV has this contract dispute. I didn't want to watch it.
I will say this: there's a great thing on That's Good Sports, and Brandon Perno said, "Thank goodness that YouTube TV had this contract dispute." Literally was like that tweet. Thank you.
Yeah, I agree.
This is the ugliest football I've ever seen. Nobody wanted to see it. But anyway, last week, gentlemen, we gave all three of these teams a 2. Now we have a good question right over here. Does the Raiders, since they are now the bottom 5 worst teams in the NFL, probably bottom 6, do they deserve the colossal 1? I feel like for me, I'm still going to give them the 2 because you know what? You at least getting close to a Broncos team that's at least making the postseason as of right now. But
Stu, here's my unfortunate logic, though. The Saints won this week. The Dolphins won this week. The Jets won this week. So it's like the Raiders are.
Did the Giants or the Titans?
I'll
say it's the Giants, the Titans, and the Browns are like.
The Titans we'll all get the one because they have like the worst one. But it's like, in my opinion, I got two teams that I'm thinking that are going to get the one. It's either going to be the Brownies or is it going to be the Giants this week?
Well, no, the Titans too.
And the Titans. They had a bye week, so they don't count.
Yeah, true. They had a bye week, right? So they're going to remain a 1.
So they're going to remain a 1.
I'm going to keep the Raiders at it too. Yeah, like Stuart said, they almost beat the Broncos on a shitey Thursday night matchup. Well, it wasn't a shitey matchup. Just the way the game was played was really, uncomfortable. Just unfriendly for viewers. So I keep them at it too.
This is the least comfortable too, because like I'm on the fence. Like I don't know, man. Like they're bad.
But hear me out. Mm-hmm. They at least gotten close with a Chargers team that might be mediocre and a Broncos team who might be mediocre.
The Giants beat the Chargers, and the Giants should have beaten the Bears. It's like, are we going to give out moral victories here? What is this? The almost win league? Like, what are we talking about here? They're 2-1.
Here's the way I look at it. There's at least 3 worse teams than the Raiders.
Okay, we'll put it this: are they the worst 2 on the list?
I don't know, man. I mean, it's tough because all those teams at 2-7 or 2-8 are pretty rough to watch. But like,
it's pretty ugly football. It's an ugly. You can put a lipstick on this ugly football team. It's still a pig.
Yeah, this wasn't fun to watch.
It was not fun to watch. I'm not gonna lie. This was not a fun game to watch in this one. But speaking of Broncos, honestly, the Denver Broncos won this game 10-7. But this was an ugly ass football game. Let's be honest. This ain't good. This ain't good.
Still counts the same, Stu. Still a W, and they're still 2 games up on the Chiefies.
Yeah, they are still 2
games.
2.5,
I think.
Let's go.
Are 2.5 right now. Denver is still 8-2. They are in the 7. They would play against a garbage Jaguars team who I think is not going to make the postseason.
Yeah, the Jaguars are stumbling.
Yeah, Jaguars are still stumbling, which I honestly do not think this team. So we're going to start with you, Christopher. Last week, we all gave them 7. So do you think this team gets an 8, or am I?
Oh, no, there's no way they get an 8. Like, I wish we could drive them down to a 6. We're going to keep them at a 7. Looking at their schedules, like how are they what's their record? 8-2?
They're 8-2.
Yeah, 8-2 first in the AFC West. How are they 8-2? I'll tell you. Because they have one of the easiest schedules in the NFL.
I mean it's going to be
win-wise. Their one big win was against the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, good job. Titans, Bengals, Jets, Giants, Cowboys, Texans, Raiders. Those were their wins on the season. Those are easy, should be easy wins, and yeah, they got those easy wins. Their 2 losses, Colts and Chargers. If they would have beat the Colts and Chargers, either or, yeah, maybe they could be an 8. But this is a team, second-year quarterback in Bo Nix. He put up 6 fantasy points right around there, give or take, on Thursday night. Yeah, I mean, that was a home game for the Broncos, correct? You can't be only scoring 10 points at a home game against the 2-7 Oakland Raiders. So,
I think you should be I do agree with this one. You should be at least be dominant if you're going to be in that 8 squad. Hear me out. I know I'm going to talk about the Chiefs, but the Chiefs curb stomped this team 31-0.
Wait, what are the standings in the division?
Okay, they're not. They're still hovering. I still think they're going to make it. So,
I mean, they'll probably make it, but here's the thing:
the Broncos going to make the playoffs for sure.
The Broncos are in. Here's this Sunday game against the Chiefs is huge. I was reading this, and this was the breakdown that I thought was really interesting. If the Broncos beat the Chiefs this weekend, Stu, the Broncos have a 3.5 game lead in the division with 6 games to go.
Uh-huh.
If they lose, then they only have a 1.5 game lead going with only, and it's like then you're like, ugh. So please, baby Jesus, let the Broncos, and something else I don't think we appreciate though is how good their defense is. Like it's most likely it's a top 2 or 3 defense in the NFL, elite defense, and defense can win championships. But I'm going to stay with the 7.
Look at another Broncos team with Eli Manning, Peyton Manning. I'm sorry if I remember correctly. With the Broncos, it was a 2016 season, right? Where it was basically that against Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. And I don't think Peyton Manning looked great that season, but it was the defense that took them to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it can happen. And I mean, Bo Nix might just be good enough. I mean, there obviously are concerns on offense, but championship caliber defense. So hopefully the offense can do something. But 7 for me.
I'm going to probably give them the 7, but I will say this. I'm going to probably put a lot on the Chiefs stock right now for the stock.
So we're not talking about the Chiefs here. We're talking about the Broncos.
I know. I know we'll talk about it next week, but I do feel like that the only thing that I'm really concerned with is I feel like why are you barely beating these teams? I know it's a soft and easy schedule, but why are you barely beating the Raiders team that I don't think is that good?
So, Steven, how come you never had this argument once last year when the Chiefs escaped every week after 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 week? Why is it only an argument that applies to teams like the Broncos and Chargers?
Because the Chiefs find a way, and they made it to the championship.
I think their window is shut.
Yeah. No.
Chiefs are 5-4. Doug predicted the Chiefs be 8-9 after the season. They're right there.
It's probably going to happen. It's going to be Chiefs versus Eagles, and I'm just going to be like, really, Super Bowl again.
I don't think I can watch that, Stu.
I will guarantee it will not be the Chiefs and Eagles.
How are you going to feel that happened in this world?
I mean, sir, I'll do a $5 bet right now. It will not be the Chiefs.
I do not feel confident it's Chiefs versus Eagles.
You're going to do a $5 bet?
I don't even think the Eagles will. We'll see.
Okay, all right. So we're not. All right, gotcha. All right.
I know. Wait a minute. Am I deflecting to the next team? Yes, I am.
I'm agree. Let's go on to the next game. I'm for sure.
You got the Falcons, and it was another overtime game. It was a
highly exciting game in Berlin, Germany. Those Germans love NFL because I was listening to the radio on the way to work today. They said that these Germans love the NFL, and we gave them the show that they deserved, especially with Jonathan Taylor. But we're talking about the Falcons. Here we go.
Daniel Jones having I think he was bleeding on his lip. Did you see that?
I saw that.
Looks like lipstick for a little. I was like, wait a minute, is that lipstick? I was like, oh God.
But more on the Atlanta Falcons, though. I don't know, man. I'm not thinking Michael Penix is the guy. Something I was seeing too. Out of last year's draft class, Drake May should have been the number 1 pick. Michael Penix, he's all right. But it's with that skill core, I don't know, man. Granted, I mean they put up a respectable 25 points
against a good defense.
Against a solid defense, but it's they're just so up and down and inconsistent. It's you have too much talent for this. You guys should be doing what the Colts are doing, and that's just being explosive and being close near the top of the league and scoring. It's I don't know. There's just something that's off about this team. It's kind of frustrating to watch.
It's so frustrating because I'm looking at the regular season. There's games I totally forgot about it, but they beat the Bills, they beat the Commanders, but then they're you lay 30, lost 30 to the Panthers, lost 20 to the Dolphins, 24. This is why it's so frustrating and inconsistent. You have these good games, but then you have these lay it egg kind of games. You know what I mean? And it's so frustrating and inconsistent. This Falcons team. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know what you mean.
I mean, even in the game when they beat the Bills, Penix 20 of 32, 1 touchdown. That's not really a quarterback I would consider my franchise quarterback, but
what did the Falcons in 3 last week? Were we 4s or
3s?
3s.
Yeah, I mean that's where I'm staying. They're not a 2 to me. There's a lot of clear 2s, but this team, it's frustrating.
It's definitely frustrating. I feel like I'm definitely going to give this team a 3 also because I'm I don't think they're the colossal 2s. If I'm looking at, I mean, they're kind of heading into the. But I will say this. It's a lower 3. It is definitely thinking if they have another loss again, I know they're going to play against the Panthers again. If they lay another egg against the Panthers.
Well, the Panthers just laid an egg against the Saints. What's going on down there in the NFC?
Yeah, literally. It's just, you know what? It is like that Mario Party meme where it's just the Buccaneers are just sitting there. And then it's just everyone else just collapses. And I'm just oh, I just won 10 coins by doing nothing.
It'd be so nice if the Lions could enter that division for a year. I think the New England Patriots coach, Mr. Mike Vrabel, labeled themselves the NFC South champions as they destroyed every NFC South team with the mighty Patriots. It's
it would be honestly, man, if you put the Lions in there in that division, let's just take the Buccaneers out. You would be at least guaranteed 6 games. 6 games win, at least.
How nice would that be? Like, you actually have, like, rest some starters up. Maybe we're not so injured and we win a Super Bowl from the South, Stu. I don't know.
You probably put in the B squad and you probably win at least 4 games.
I mean, I swear to God, the Ohio State Buckeyes could probably finish 500 in that division. It's unbelievable.
Okay, I wouldn't say that. I mean, I'm a Buckeyes fan.
I'm saying it, Stu. I'm saying it. It's hard to watch Bryce Young and these dudes when they're so inconsistent.
I radio every day to and from work, and there's been some sports radio, obviously, and there's been some debates on whether the best college football team could beat the worst NFL team, and there's been so much conversation that absolutely not.
Yeah,
you have a culmination of great college players that are now brought onto one NFL team. Maybe not great, but decent college teams.
But here's my counter. Here's my counter, though. And, granted, I agree with that logic completely. But I think winning is such a habit that if you take a team that wins every single week, like Ohio State, that knows how to win, and then you take one of these teams that just the spirit is gone. Like you take a Miami Dolphins team when they don't feel like playing. It's I don't know. I mean, what the Dolphins win? Probably.
I would argue. Okay, hear me out. So, let's put the Buckeyes team this year. If I had to estimate, probably 7 to maybe 10 of these 50-man might at least make it to the NFL or at least a practice squad.
I mean, probably more than that, Stu. They've been having
7 out of every 10 players will make it to the NFL.
7 out of every 10?
Yes, sure. 7, 10, something.
Oh, sorry, 7 or 10 players probably will make it.
7 or 10.
On the current Ohio State roster, there are probably 40 guys that will play in the NFL in their careers. Every year, they're having 12, 14 players drafted. It's every elite wide receiver went to Ohio State, it seems, other or LSU. They have amazing defensive tackle depth. It's an NFL factory. It's every year there's double-digit players that are in the league.
Yes.
It's I don't know, man.
And I'm a Buckeyes fan. I think they would lose to the Giants.
I don't know.
I think Russell Wilson would beat the Buckeyes. I'm gonna say, and I dog Russell Wilson.
If it was a healthy Giants team, Scadaboo, Malik Neighbors, I could see it being an advantage for the Giants against the Cowboys or Indiana since they're number 2 or Texas A&M number 3.
No, it was funny. So back in the day, actually, random tangent. So back in the 40s to 1975, they would have the championship or the Super Bowl team play against an All-American college team before the NFL season starts.
I was about to say that back in the day, the 70s, the 80s, maybe you're in the early 90s, ABC or Fox would run they would probably run a special about that, you're saying, sir, where there'd be a high-ranked college team playing a low-ranked NFL team. This day and age, we're not going to get that because, unfortunately, we're not going to get it because all these players I might get injured, longevity. It's I don't I enjoy the world that we live in, but for this reason, I wish players would be no, let's go on the line. Do you guys ever remember Chris Johnson? Man, what year was that? Chris Johnson, running back, Tennessee Titans, the fastest guy in the NFL at the time. He raced a cheetah, and it was on an ABC special, prime time.
Oh, yeah. It was man versus, was it humans versus animals or something like that?
Yeah, and I'm we don't get that anymore because, I might pull a hamstring.
So have you guys watched
season coming up?
Have you guys watched the series, though? And, it's pretty fun. It's called Speed Goes Pro. Have you guys seen this?
No.
I would highly so literally week 1, he gets Tom Brady and Julian. No, it wasn't Julian Edelman. It was the other really good wide receiver. I can't think of his name right now. Danny Amendola.
Okay.
Where he did a series where he went against these two and to see if he would be good enough to play in the league. So he had to cover Amendola against Tom Brady, and then he had to run routes and see if he could get open and stuff. He did a gymnast one. He did a competitive eating one. He did an NFL one. Super fun series. I would recommend watching it if you haven't checked it out yet.
And what's it called again?
Speed Goes Pro.
Speed Goes Pro. Okay.
Oh yeah, the YouTuber Speed. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's my channel, but hey. But I will say, did Speed beat Tom Brady or no?
And the fun part at the end of it too is then the professional athletes give recommendations, and if they think that he could be competitive in that respective sport. And so no, he got cooked, Stu. He got cooked, but they did say that Amendola just kind of went right around him. I won't spoil too much. So watch it because it was really fun. He was really competitive with it. But
so as you're changing slides, give the Falcons a 3 so we can start talking about the Colts. I did see something about Mr. Beast. he had a special, like it was Tom Brady versus one of the best high school quarterbacks in the nation at the time. And Tom Brady beat the best high school player. But and you mentioned Danny Amendola, who's also retired. So it's like we're getting these retired players against speed, and these retired players are still kicking his butt.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, I wish we can get a player that's in his prime. Jonathan Taylor, maybe not Derrick Henry, but Derrick Henry's still top running back, but not in his prime anymore. It'd be great to get
Say Brown. No, Aiden Hutchinson on trying to sacks. You know,
trying to have just an average
Myles Garrett,
Aiden Hutchinson. Put me and Chris out there trying to double team Aiden Hutchinson. Both just get thrown.
3 people Aiden Hutchinson. That
I'll get his legs. You get his top half. Yeah, right. The big four smack to the face.
But anyway, back to the podcast this week. We talked about the Colts. So they won this game. It was in overtime. I thought they were going to lose this game. I'm not going to lie. I texted you guys. I'm like, man, the Colts are about to blow this game. They looked bad. Yeah. But they came back. They won the game in overtime. Jonathan Taylor got the touchdown at the end. With 3 minutes in overtime. Good for them.
This game lasted. I was doing some things in the morning, some training. I got to my buddy's house to watch the Browns game. This game was still going on, Falcons Colts in Germany. And I was like, oh yeah, Jonathan Taylor 2 touchdowns already. And then so the game's going to overtime. My buddy checks his phone. He's like, no way. 3 touchdowns for Jonathan Taylor, wins it in overtime. Man, MVP right there. Well, not the MVP, but
I mean he might be, man. He might be. I don't think his one bad game should discount him.
He had a bad game. That's surprising. I know he's had at least 2 games with 3 touchdowns. I know that.
No, I mean, he's been great. I think he had 1 dud game, but then he was right back to MVP status. And I mean, if it was up to me, he's the MVP. He's fantastic.
Now, interestingly enough, gentlemen, we all gave him 7s. So I'm going to go first right over here. Do I think the Colts get the 8? No. This Falcons team is kind of mid. I think they should have won this game decisively. Colts, I mean, granted, they did. Maybe I'm thinking about that Steelers loss. I'm still kind of like a little bit right there. I will still, and I believe they are still number 1 in the division, correct? No.
They're number 1 in the conference as well.
Number 1 in the conference, I should say. They're still number 1 in the conference. But if I'm thinking about the teams that would probably make it, can they be? I don't think Pittsburgh's going to make it. I'm still going to give them the 7 right now. I still kind of feel like I know they're number 1 right now, but I'm still kind of like, are they going to do a Lions like last, like 1 and out?
I'm going to give them an 8. If Daniel Jones plays like he did, I think I mentioned on last week's podcast, Jonathan Taylor should be the MVP. But I always say, listen to the radio. Oh, why is Jonathan Taylor such a good player? It's because he's being led by the quarterback. It's like, okay, yeah, but Jonathan Taylor, he's like the heart of that offense. And Colts have one of the better defenses in the league. They're the best 8-2 team in the AFC. They play the Seahawks. They play the 49ers late in the season. They have a bye week this week. The following week, they play the Chiefs. If they can handle the Chiefs, rightfully so, then yeah, I believe that you guys will agree with me with them being an 8. But
I agree with you right now, Chris. I also want the 8. If not them, then who in the AFC? Yeah. It's like the Bills just got kind of I mean, it's them and the Patriots are like the top 2 to my eyes, and like both are coming off of wins, looking good. Like, anytime you have to travel that far and play a game, like that's a tough task to travel across the world to go play a football game. And they showed up. I mean, granted, they could have easily lost this game, but championship teams, they find a way to win. They rebounded after a tough loss, I think on Sunday Night Football, if I'm not mistaken. So they had to play the late game, go all the way to Germany, and then play the early game, and then they still got a win. So like on a shorter week, I like what I'm seeing. This team's legit.
Yeah,
Jonathan Taylor is the MVP in America for NFL. He's also the MVP for the NFL in Germany.
I should say Deutschland MVP.
Yeah, sehr gut.
Sehr good indeed. And now we got another one. The Carolina Panthers laying an egg against the New Orleans Saints. 7.
Why are you guys saying they lay an egg? They scored 7 points.
They're still laying an egg.
Well, yeah, I guess an egg in the sense that they got 0 in the win column. Okay, I'll agree with you guys.
I mean, for me, an egg is just like a bad performance. It's like it's like what were you doing there? Like, this is a game you just beat the Packers in Lambeau. Everybody's kind of like, maybe there's momentum. And I mean, if they win this one, they're 6-4. They're right there with the Buccaneers. You're at home against one of the worst teams in football, and you can only muster
quarterback
game. Like, honestly, man,
like Tyler Show making the second NFL start. And you guys can't do more than 7 points? What are we doing here?
At home, Andrew. At home. You lost. You lost at home.
Well, here's the thing. I think the Saints started utilizing Kamara how he should be utilized. They're getting him check downs, screen plays. I mean, Kamara had 15 fantasy points right around there. So maybe they're finally probably starting to utilize him correctly.
Even so, though, like, you should be able to score more than 17 freaking points on that defense. Like, that is a horrendous defense. It doesn't. Yeah. Like, they're one of the worst teams. Like, I don't know. Like, what is Bryce Young doing out there? What do you have, like 3 yards? Like, what did he do?
Yeah, I feel like it gives me all. Like, I'm looking at Bryce Young's stat. Like, my God. Like, he only got 124 yards.
17 to 25, no touchdowns, 1 interception.
1 interception, 2 sacks.
My buddy and I were talking about earlier, would you rather have Bryce Young or Dylan Gabriel, the rookie quarterback for the Browns?
Neither. I would rather blow up my team. Like,
they're both short guys, and they're not really leading their team.
I take the B option and just go to the nuclear option. Just say
I was gonna say, like, I would rather, like, I mean, Dylan Gabriel still has time, but like, if I was just in this purgatory, like, I would rather just like do what the Lions did, like trade away your quarterbacks, even get any draft picks back, go rebuild through the draft. Like, don't sit here in this purgatory and hope that Bryce Young is good enough to sneak into the playoffs. I don't know. This team feels directionless right now.
Yeah,
so last week we gave the Panthers a 5 last week communally.
Yeah, I mean, you win in Lambeau, you expect some momentum off of that. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm okay with dropping them to a 4. I mean,
I agree with that. They're still 500. Like, I'll go with a 4 as well. But like, come on, man, you had a chance to be right there in the division at home against one of the worst teams in the league, and
like, if they would win this game, it would probably be. They might be in the spot. They might even pass the Packers because they won against the Packers.
Yeah, like they would have moved up really far with this win. And
yeah, like Doug said, they'd be 6-4. They'd be a half game below the Buccaneers, but
yeah, I got to give them more. This is like this team. They're not winning a postseason. Bryce Young is not with the Panthers and the current roster right now. The way they're playing right now with this L, and granted, it's any given Sunday. This team's not making a postseason with this roster right now, and Bryce Young is not going to make a postseason with the Panthers.
No.
I
mean, not this year.
They're going to purgatory. They're going to be at best. They might just win maybe 9-8.
This is the type of loss that the Lions used to have that would just spiral me. Because I'm like, dude, how do we go out and we beat a team like we'd maybe upset the Patriots, on the next week we come home and we lose to like the frickin' Jacksonville Jaguars. It's like, what in the world are you doing?
14 or something like that. Like, what?
It's a sign of a bad team. That's what it is.
It's a sign of a bad team. It's a sign of a bad team, indeed, right now. But I will say the Saints won this game by 10 points, and they were marching in to at least win a game. We all gave them ones.
Yeah. I mean,
so
give him a 2. That's all I got to say about him. Like, sure. Yeah, I don't know. Cool. You can have a 2 from me.
You're cool storying the Saints, bro. Like,
yeah, I guess. Like, it's like I don't have much to say. I mean, cool. Tyler Shaw won a game. Like, that's great. Like, you guys have 2 wins on the year. Cool. Maybe you'll win 4 games next year. Cool.
I mean, Tyler Shaw. Okay. I mean, maybe he might be good, or maybe it's just this Panther team is actually garbage. But I'll give them the 2 because, like I said, they won a game. They're coming close. They are not going to be that. Didn't we say last week was like, oh, are the Saints going to be the first ones to get the eulogy? That eulogy is not coming up right now for the Saints.
No. Yeah, I'm comfortable with the 2 as well. Knock me down for that. I mean, there's a couple more teams in the league that are worse than the Saints. Saints pull off the victory. They got a game going against the Falcons next week, so we'll see where they're at.
Yes, we will see where they're at indeed. And now, gentlemen, we got the New York Giants absolutely losing to this game. At one point, did they have a lead and lost 20-24?
That's a great segue because this is one of the teams that might be worse than the Saints.
They literally, at one point, it was 17-10.
Stu, you didn't do a eulogy for their head coach either.
Oh, yes, I totally forgot. Brian Dable. We got to do our first. We got to do a moment of silence. The coach of the year, Brian Dable, got fired.
Dable.
You know, what do we have to say for Brian Dable as a head coach? I think he's been there for like 3 years. He got coach of the year one time because he beat the Vikings.
Yeah,
wait, he had coach of the year as a Giants coach?
Yes, because they beat the Vikings.
that was on Danny Dimes' back, Stu. I mean, and I think this one unfortunately does come down to what you just alluded to, Stu, is they should have won this game. Like, this wasn't like I think they had a double-digit lead, and they let Caleb Williams have a comeback on them, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, also,
ugh.
it did not help that Jackson Dart got hurt. And then they're like,
Russell Wilson, he doesn't win many games anymore.
I mean, I will say this, gentlemen, and I'm probably going to have to show you this clip. I know this is from the Great Tree podcast, the Dumpster Fire podcast. And gentlemen, I just always have to remember the greatness of the greatness of Russell Wilson right over here, gentlemen. I figured we got to show this great clip. I know this is against the Chiefs, but this represents the Bears game.
I'm going to fly for you.
Oh, as you making that noise at first, Stu. Oh,
yeah, I would not be surprised.
No, I did not make this noise. But that pretty much represents Russell Wilson this season.
And when did Russell Wilson come into the game, though, during this game?
The third quarter.
Oh, that early? Okay, I was going to think it was the fourth quarter. I mean, yeah, Giants had a 20-10 lead over the Bears in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Jackson Dart got injured. That's right.
Yeah, like this, you know, it's like the pain, like, you know, it's like that sign that says I didn't have expectations for you, but holy, it's like what?
I mean, I will say I was just surprised that they fired him just because Jackson Dart was playing good. I mean, they had 24 points, they were rolling, they should have won. And I mean, if Jackson Dart, if he just like failed at the end, I would get it. But the fact that he was out with a concussion and then they, you know, it's like, why you fire your coach because Russell Wilson lost a game? It's like, golly, then every coach should be fired. Like, why didn't Mike Tomlin get fired last year? Am I right? Like, unbelievable.
I mean, it is.
How is Kevin Stefanski still head coach for the Cleveland Browns over here?
Also, apparently, I was looking at That's Good Sports, and here's a fun statistic. The times that the Giants fired their coaches was them losing to the Bears. 2018, 2021, 2025.
Well,
yeah,
the Bears,
when I lose to the Bears, I kind of get pretty upset too. That's why we beat them 52-10, Stu, because Dan Campbell's like, I don't want to get fired.
Yeah, I don't want to get fired. I mean, it's like, it is kind of hilarious to think about that. But
yeah, Dayball or Doball, how do you pronounce his last name? He won the coach of the year in 2022. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Danny Dimes.
After leading the Giants to a 9-7-1 record in their first time in the playoffs since 2016.
I do think that you owe Daniel Jones like a lengthy apology for the years and years and years of trolling.
I think it was the Giants. I'm just saying.
It's the organization, so start trolling on the organization.
I mean, okay, I'll say this. Here's a pain that's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. This team is going to be so bad. They're going to offer free medium sodas. It's coming soon to a Giant stadium, a MetLife Stadium near you.
Yeah, it's not a good.
So we'll have to go to New York and get some free medium sodas.
You want to go to New York and get free medium sodas for a $20 ticket?
I think you do. I think this is the third week in a row you mentioned the free medium sodas.
Yeah, like, that's what happened a couple years ago. They literally were so bad.
If they have Dr. Pepper, get Stewart over to New York.
Yes, we are going to go to Dr. Pepper and get some free medium soda. Hey, when are the Browns going to offer free medium sodas?
Never, Stu, because they have a loyal fan base.
Yes, sir. We'll show up regardless if we're winning or losing.
Yes, you will show up indeed.
Especially if we're losing.
Anyway, Especially since you always are losers. But anyway, Douglas, we'll start with you. Last week we all gave the Giants a 2. Now this is the good question: do they deserve the 1?
Not in my mind. I mean, if Jackson Darrett's healthy, they beat a solid Bears team on the road. Like they're competitive. They're competitive. They're not number 1 overall pick. Like I would take them over a few teams still. It's getting dicier because we got some other teams winning. But like the Giants are competitive week in and week out. They have a franchise QB in my mind. And it's like they are in the best position out of a lot of these 2-win teams. I'm gonna stick with a 2 for them personally.
This is a tough question because there's only 2 teams I'm thinking about right now, gentlemen. I'm thinking either the New York Giants or the Cleveland Browns. Who gets the ultimate 1? Who gets
give both of them a 1? Because aren't one's the 1 or the 2 number overall pick?
Yes, but I feel like Tennessee should get that 1.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the Tennessee Titans.
And now I got to think about which one, because it's so frustrating. Because it's like, wait a minute, the Giants lost a lot of close games, but then they fired their coach. But then the Browns got their butts whooped on terrible teams.
Well, the Browns also beat the Green Bay Packers.
So did the Panthers.
They laid an egg against the Saints at home, mind you.
You know, I mean, I wish that the Lions.
They did not lay an egg, guys. The Panthers scored 7 points.
I wish the Lions could say
that. At home, at home, you should have won that. But anyway, let's not get distracted.
Oh yeah, the Browns lost a home game. Even though, well, actually, they didn't lose a home game because the game was in New York. So never mind.
But still,
I'll say the Browns scored 20 points. It's a goose egg.
Yeah, I know, but then they lost.
They dropped a big old goose egg.
Yeah, take that 2. It's still 0.
I mean, this team did lose. The Browns did lose to the Jets. I feel like you fired your coach. I got to give him the 1. That's my.
This is easy. It's a 1. They've lost 4 in a row. The next 3 or 4 games, actually, besides the Raiders, the remainder of their schedule for the Giants is looking like a heartbreak for the town of. They play in East Rutherford, New Jersey, correct? So yeah, Giants, besides the Raiders game, which might be the toilet bowl, as Stuart likes to say it. The Giants could easily lose the rest of their season. So yeah, easy 1.
I mean, should they bring the tanks in? I'm just saying, should we bring the National Guard? Because this team is like so trash right now.
There's a lot of other cities you need a National Guard, not New York or not East Rutherford, New Jersey.
I think you know what I'm sad about? I want a Giants-Jets game. That would have been hilarious.
I'm sure. Well, if they both finish last in their division,
that's for Thursday Night Football for next year to keep the
exactly. Yep.
Put them on the Thursday Night Football and
actually better yet, put them on Monday Night Football because we can't watch it anyways.
Right.
We're going to pay $50 million for this turd burglar of a football game.
That's why you get YouTube TV and Disney. No one wants to watch the garbage time game of the Jets.
No, ESPN 8 right next to the basket weaving contest right there.
So, Stu, did you know the Bears are tied with the Lions atop the NFC North? But the Lions
that is crazy. And let's put it this way:
ahead of the Packers.
They are tied with the Packers.
They're ahead of the Packers.
Yeah, they're tied with the Lions. They're
ahead of the Packers right now, and they are in the 3rd seed right now. They would play against the Detroit Lions right now.
Well, the Bears are in the 6th seed. The Lions are in the 3rd seed.
They have to come into Detroit, and we all know how that game plays out, Stu. We beat them by 7 touchdowns or 6 touchdowns.
Yeah, but you know what, Christopher? I'm giving this team a 6. Last week we all gave them 5s right now. I'm bouncing up to 6. I think this team's looking great. This team's looking fantastic. You did beat you. Granted,
you did a strong term. Like they were down by 10 in the 4th quarter of the Giants. Like let's pump the brakes on great.
Okay. They did beat a shitty Giants team. Okay, I do agree. It is.
Well said.
Yes, but they're 6-3. They're having a winning record. Who would have thought last year, by the end of the season, that the Bears are going to have a winning record by week 10?
Not me.
No. And honestly, and also I will say this, you're up, Christopher. Do you still want to owe Caleb Williams an apology by saying
yes, I was waiting for this question, sir. Thank you so much for asking it. I'm glad you didn't forget. No, I'm not going to apologize yet. They haven't made the playoffs. Season's still going on. They could easily lose the rest of their games and end 6-11. I don't think that'll happen, though. Actually, they haven't. Well, because they play the Browns eventually. And
Oh yeah, that's when she win. Yeah. That's
they won't lose the rest of their season. Even though, looking at their schedule upcoming, they have one of the hardest schedules in the NFL. I'm comfortable from a 5 to a 6. Right now, they'd be making the playoffs. And right now, the way Caleb Williams, like I said, the Giants were up 20-10, 2 straight touchdowns, 1 touchdown to Romeo Odunze, the next touchdown, rushing touchdown from the Caleb Williams. Maybe he's not a bust. We'll see. I said maybe.
Do you gentlemen happen to know their record against teams not in the NFC North?
Oh,
probably Ofer.
I think it's 6-1.
Oh,
they're 0-2 against. They lost the Vikings. They lost the Lions, but against the rest of the NFL, they're great. So
beat the Cowboys, beat the Raiders, Commanders, Saints, lost to the Ravens. So yeah, you're right. So yeah, they don't fend well against their own division.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, they have to play the division 6 times, and that's rough because J.J. McCarthy took them down. The Lions beat them pretty good, and I mean. Ultimately, I don't know this team will actually make the playoffs, but I agree with the logic. We will happily give them a 6 for now.
Woohoo! Good for you, Bears. Bears country are so happy right now. America is so happy right now.
Yeah,
America. I always think about that in Dumpster Fire. America, would you say? But anyway, we got to talk about another team that's a freaking that's a disaster, disappointment. The Jacksonville Jaguars. At one point, did you know in this game, they lost to this game 29-36. At one point in this game, gentlemen, they literally had a 98.3% odds of winning this game.
I think they were up 29-10, Stu. I think they were up 19
entering the fourth quarter, yeah.
Yeah. Oh. What?
Then Davis Mills come back. Woo! Backup quarterback, Houston Texans.
Did you know that Travis Hunter is out for the season now as well?
Oh yeah, that's what I heard. Travis Hunter I guess it was not a 4 to 6 week injury. It looks like it might be an ACL injury, correct?
I think it was a knee surgery.
Yes.
He's done for the year. And I mean, unfortunately, this was one that you kind of need to win to keep serve. And you lose some good players. They lost a game we shouldn't have lost, and all of a sudden the whole vibes in the season feel way down. I saw their playoff chances too. They went from 78% with a win to 42% with a loss. 26 points of differential from taking 1 L. Unbelievable.
Yeah, so what's up with you, Christopher? Last week we gave the Jaguars all 6s.
Ooh.
They would still technically be in the playoffs.
Nope.
But
technically.
For now.
I remember a few times on the podcast, I said there's 2 teams in the AFC South. You got the Colts and the Jaguars. Those Jaguars are starting to dwindle down. Injuries and the inability to, have a good running back. I know Etienne had a touchdown, but only 58 yards rushing. How prosperous is that? And it clearly shows because you had a 19-point lead and then lose by 7. We gave them a 6 last week, you said, Stu?
Yes, we all give them 6s.
Even though technically they'll still make the playoffs, I'm dwindling them down to a 5.
Oh, you don't even think they're going to make the playoffs? Oh,
yeah. I agree. I agree with Chris. I also want to go with a 5.
I will be fair. I'm still going to give them the 6 for right now, but I don't think this team's going to make the postseason. You lose Travis Hunter.
Well, then that means you give them a 5.
I know, but I got to be the spirit of the theoretical playoffs. But this team is not going to make a postseason.
Stuart, your spirit goes to the Chiefs, not to the Jaguars.
Hey, how dare you? I love the Chiefies. Just saying, I love the Kiwis.
I know, Stu. I'm so glad they have a backup team now. This is great.
Yeah, right now.
All right. Fan base NFL.
Hey,
you want annoying fan bases? Go find Stuart.
Yeah, all right.
Not the Eagles. I will never be a fan base of them. That team's
they're a great fan base, too. Passionate, loyal, unbelievable fan base.
They never
literally the city of brotherly
I
love.
will say this, Douglas. Next week, do you want to go to the Phillies Lions game and wear your Lions gear?
Oh, I'd have so much fun, Stu. That'd be great.
The Philly fans are not going to be like, "Oh, we're going to hug your Lions," or they're going to throw beer bottles at you and just say, "F you! You suck! Go back."
In the city of brotherly love, I would love it. I would embrace the love that they're giving me. That's just their love language.
I love you guys just pelting you with beer bottles.
And that Lions-Eagles game, that game's on NBC, Sunday Night Football. We don't need YouTube TV. We don't need Disney. We find our own way. That's what the American sport's about. We don't need.
That's Sunday night, correct? At 8:20.
Yeah, that's what it's saying.
I'll be home by then. What a glorious present to myself that I'll be home before that game.
Merry Christmas.
I will say this, gentlemen. I think I enjoy Sunday Night Football more than Monday Night Football. I will say that. I like Sunday more than Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
As of recent weeks, I agree with you, Stu. Absolutely.
I mean, besides the YouTube TV, even before the YouTube TV scan, like the YouTube TV cutting off.
The Sunday night game or the Sunday as a concept?
No, the Sunday Night Football.
Oh. I was like, of course, like a beautiful day of 1 o'clock, especially like this last Sunday was glorious. 12 straight hours of solid games. Wonderful.
Okay. Yes, you would agree the whole Sunday is great, but Sunday Night Football is better.
I do agree. You don't have to work either, so you can still kind of relax and kind of go into it nice. Where like Monday night, you just had a stressful day at work, and it's a fun game, but you're not as into it as you are on Sunday night.
Yeah, I mean, that's true indeed in this one. But Jacksonville, they're not making the postseason. I'll give them a 6, but I'll be nice. And now we got the Houston Texans winning a game. Congratulations. Yay! You won with your backup. Yay! Congratulations.
Maybe like we always say the last few weeks, maybe CJ Stroud isn't, what he's supposed to be with the Houston Texans. Maybe he needs to move franchises.
So how long is CJ Stroud out for, gentlemen? Is it just concussion protocol or is he out for a little bit?
I'm not sure.
Let me I can actually look that up. Let me check. So, but like I said last week, he actually. Oh, let me check on the news right here. I'm just looking it up. It looks like the injury. So, okay, so he's out for last week, and concussion protocol. Sorry.
Well, that didn't answer your question. You asked how long is he out for?
Yeah, so he might be coming back next week. But
right.
Backup won a game against a garbage Jacksonville team, but that's good. They are 4-5 right now, and last week we gave the power of the Texans all 3s. So we're going to start with you, Christopher. What do you think about the Texans?
Oh man, so what's the record here? You said 4-5.
And they're number 9 in that spot. So in the conference right now.
Yeah, we gave them a 3 last week, and I mean a team that's 4-5. I'll bump up to a 4. I mean, like I said, whether C. Stroud, not meshing well with the franchise. I know we all know he had one heck of a rookie campaign, but maybe a backup in Davis Mills will help him out. Woody Marks, I believe that's his last name. The starting running back for the Texans is looking hot, performance-wise. So I'm comfortable with the 4.
Yeah, me too. I like a 4 a lot.
Yeah, I feel like this team's definitely a 4. I mean, could this team make a postseason? I still don't think no. Not now. I mean, and I just think the Jacksonville Jaguars just look like they're just not that great in that point. But if I had to pick on like the teams that are not in the postseason right now, that I do feel like could make it, I'm thinking probably Ravens and Chiefs, and that's it. I mean, I'm not wrong on that one, right?
I mean, if we're giving the Ravens and the Chiefs a 4, yeah, I could see the Ravens and Chiefs both making the playoffs. Well,
yeah,
maybe not the Chiefs, but the Ravens, yeah.
Yes, but speaking of teams that literally laid an A, Buffalo, you lost 13-30. What the heck? What happened? They didn't score any touchdowns until the fourth quarter. I don't care. This is Miami. You lost to garbage Miami team. This is like frustrating. Like, and I agree with you, Douglas. Like, this is the team that can beat the Chiefs, but lay an egg against the Dolphins.
Not every team can be perfect.
Yeah, I mean this one was concerning because the Bills have shown signs of concern, and the Patriots I think might genuinely be the best team in the AFC East, which is every week it gets more and more clear that they might be the class of the AFC East. Which who thought would be saying that by week 10? Like I didn't think that statement would cross my mind until 2027 at earliest. Here we're in week 10 of 2025. I mean, the Bills are what, 6-4?
6-3, yeah, close.
6-3, and like,
In
but
the
they're
6th,
also like a lucky comeback against the Ravens in week 1. Like, they didn't play good against Miami the first time either. Like, Miami was in that one until the end. They obviously lost the head-to-head to the Patriots. Like, there's some concerns here. They feel worse than 6-3, maybe just due to recency bias here. But I mean, what did we give them? What, a 7 last week?
yeah. So Christopher was the only one that gave them an 8, and we both, me and you, Douglas, gave him 7s.
Yeah, I mean, I'm comfortable with a 6 here. I really am. Like, it feels a little bit harsh, but it's also like, you know, that some of their issues are catching up to them, it seems, and like there's just more red flags than in years past from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, it's so frustrating because I feel like Buffalo could do a lot better, and I feel like, remember last week when I was like, okay, you know, you beat the Chiefs the regular season, but you can't beat them. Now I'm like thinking, are you even gonna win a playoff game after this? Like, these types of games, this team, I just feel like is not going to win the Super Bowl. They're not looking. This Josh Allen team is not winning a Super Bowl this year. I don't feel confident. I just feel like this team is going to get bounced out once or only win one playoff game and then they're bounced out. I don't see this team making the AFC championship this year. I feel like this team deserves the 6 right there just because you laid an egg on a really garbage team right now.
They definitely laid an egg, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they, you know, like you guys said, the goose egg. They laid a good old egg for the first 3 quarters. They weren't scoring points till the 4th quarter. Maybe it is, you know, cause for concern over there in Buffalo and for the rest of the nation, saying, oh, maybe Buffalo's not that good of a team. 6-3. I gave them 8 last week. Man, this. I mean, the last 2 podcasts I've said it doesn't matter. I'm not looking at the current playoff picture, but now I am looking at the current playoff picture. Because right now you have the Patriots first place in the AFC. Was that the West, East, and the East?
Yeah, North.
What?
North.
East.
North.
Oh, East. Sorry, they are the East. Yeah.
Hey, wait, it's a casual sports talk podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, if the playoffs align like they currently are, it'd be the Bills playing in New England. So man, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to jump them down from an 8 to a 6. But I know the median is a 6, so I'm gonna give him a 7. You know, you guys both
not serious, but kind of serious question here. If you're a franchise, do you want to build your team around Josh Allen or Drake May?
Josh Allen.
See, I don't know.
See, here's the thing. Like,
it's getting closer and closer. That's the problem.
I haven't really seen Drake May enough to see how he runs the ball. Josh Allen's a great runner. He's smart. He's a smart passer. I know that this loss to the Dolphins might be concerning, but I haven't really seen Drake May enough. So maybe just
Can you imagine if the Patriots win a Super Bowl before the Bills again? That'd be
my God. You know, Bills Mafia would be like crying on it.
That would hurt, man. Like Drake May is
yeah, right.
He's next level though, man. Like he's a serious MVP candidate right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's higher than Jonathan Taylor. I mean, because the quarterbacks have the upper hand than all other positions for MVP running. But yeah, this is definitely like Doug said, the Patriots might win a Super Bowl before the Bills.
I mean, they might win a bit. That would be such a painful thing as Buffalo. Just like, man, all those Brady years for the last this millennium, and then they win another Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's the NFL too. It's like finally maybe the Chiefs are starting to decline. The Bills are like, it's our time. And then the Colts and the Patriots are like, no. It's our time.
Yeah, I always think of that Jesse Pinkman Breaking Bad. He's like, they can't get away with this. They can't get away with this. The Patriots.
That's
unbelievable indeed in this game. And speaking of unbelievable, what? The Dolphins won a game?
Did you see Mike McDaniel driving down by like where Buffalo hung out?
Oh, yes. Did you see that? Oh, my God. I don't know if that was fake news or not, but I was like, what?
That was pretty funny. I like it.
If I was a head coach, I'm not going to lie, I would probably do that. I think I would do that. Would you do that, Douglas?
I don't know, man. Like I would if my team was like legit. But like when I'm sitting there at what are they 3-6 or 2-7? What are they?
I did 3-7 right now.
Oh, I mean they got 3 wins, but it's like this. I mean, I guess I would. I don't know, man. I don't think I would actually.
Yeah.
They're 3-7 because it's like this team has owned you, but maybe you got the much needed win. So
Yeah.
I like them for a 3 though, Stu. I like them for a 3. They got 3 wins. You beat one of the premier teams theoretically in the AFC. You get rewarded here. You get rewarded for a great game.
Yeah, honestly, the Dolphins are actually not in a bad spot. They're number 12 right now in the AFC conference right now. Now I'm going to bump them up to the 3. You beat a good Buffalo team. Granted, maybe Buffalo has a lot more faults, but you beat a good and you won decisively for the most part. You had the control of the whole game, basically. It wasn't like it was like, okay, they like barely lost, like it was like close, and then like the Dolphins won. No, they literally controlled it after they got the first touchdown.
They had a 2-possession lead, like as soon as like the entire second quarter on, they had a 2-possession plus lead. Like it was never in question that Buffalo was actually going to make a run at them.
Yeah,
crazy.
So anyway, Christopher, what did you think about the Dolphins? You gave them a 2 last week. What do you think about this week?
Yeah, that's an easy 3. I agree with what you gentlemen were saying. I mean, yeah, we're not going to go from a 2 to a 4. I'm comfortable with a 3 as well.
No, I don't think this is like a 4 team. I know they bought them, but there's a lot of holes to like.
Well, yeah, then that's why I'm not going to give them a 4 because
yeah, I think
I'm not going to keep them at a 2 when they just beat a team that should have been an AFC title contender. Yeah.
Yes, indeed, in this one. And now we got the Minnesota Vikings. Unfortunately, the battle of who can sort of get past the mid spot, and unfortunately, Minnesota decided to lose 19-27 in a close game.
JJ didn't look good. I'll tell you that much. From what I watched, every throw was just like, ooh. Like, he looked open, JJ. Come on, dog. like
he's going to and it's a miss.
And, oh, look, Jefferson's and it's a bad throw.
Oh, I mean, it's not as Russell Wilson bad, but still. It's like
it's concerning bad, though. It's like, I don't know. It might just be chemistry with them, but, like, there's – I mean, they beat the Lions the week before, so, like, they got something cooking, but it's like I hope that JJ really takes a nice step here in the coming weeks for this franchise.
Now, I will say, gentlemen, last week we gave the Vikings all 4s. We gave them triple 4s because they won a game. They are still number 10, and they have 4-5 record right now. So we'll start with you, Christopher. What do you think you give the Minnesota Vikings?
I'm going to keep them at a 4. I mean, you lose one game. I mean, it's the Ravens, who we commented on the Ravens last week. Ravens are looking way better defensively and offensively since Lamar's return. So I'm going to keep them at a 4. I know it was a home loss, but I can imagine if JJ 20 of 42 passing, so that's under 50%, almost 250 yards passing though, 248 yards. It's going to be a true testament these upcoming weeks: Bears, Packers, Seahawks, Commanders in the next 4 games. So we'll either see them drop from a 4 to a 3, or we'll see them rise. But yeah, I'll keep them at a 4 because more than likely they'll be dropping.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. They're a 4 for me. It's like they definitely feel like a very football-y held team with. If only they had Sam Darnold, Stu. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, like, do they regret getting rid of Sam Darnold?
I don't see why you wouldn't, because like he just led you to a 14-3 record, and now he's out there with the Seahawks with maybe the best team in the NFC, just like absolutely tearing it up. Like, they got to be sitting there like, no, come back, Sam Darnold.
We literally regret you. I know you blacked out and you were bad at the Lions game, but come back.
If I was a Minnesota fan, I would want that reality back, though, because, like, the way he's playing right now, man, like, Darnold's playing like a top 5 quarterback in the league. Like, dude is just balling out there.
I mean, this might be the big regret. It's like, because I know, like I said, they wanted JJ and they wanted to keep JJ, but it's like, they should have kept Sam.
I mean, I think after seeing 10 weeks of Sam in Seattle, I think they would happily pay the $40 million a year or whatever he wanted. And
I honestly think they should have just paid $40 million to use JJ for like some draft picks.
So that was the reason that they didn't re-sign or keep Darnold, is because it was the money. Seahawks offered him more money.
Yeah, they didn't want to pay him that much to be what they considered to be a backup. Like, they're like, well, JJ's our guy, and we're comfortable with JJ. And so they weren't going to pay him like starter level money to be a backup. They weren't going to Kirk Cousins him.
Yeah. I mean, it does. it is kind of
hey, what? Kirk Cousins, he's on the Falcons, right? So maybe
making $40 million a year to be a backup. Like,
yes,
he might be the star of the way Penix has been playing.
I will still argue the legendary back grabber, Kirk Cousins, legendary, getting that. But anyway, I'm still probably I'm not gonna bump him down right there because it's like it is close, but it's like because you are still in this okay spot. But I'm just like, Minnesota's been a disappointment. Honestly, probably a disappointment. I don't know how next year goes for JJ, but it's been not. I know it's only been the 3 games I've seen of JJ. It's just kind of been like hot and then cold. You win a Lions game, wow, I'm impressed. But then it's like, why you lay an egg?
Yeah, I hate when they lay an egg.
Yeah, you'd hate that they laid an egg. But speaking of teams that might be coming back, might be rising right over here, soaring into the things, we got Baltimore Ravens winning this game right over here. So I'm going to go first right over here. It is crazy to think that they're doing the same thing last year. Baltimore had like a bunch of clunker losses, and they're like chugging along. They are now number 10.
Well, they had losses this season because Lamar was out.
Yeah, Lamar was out. But still, that's a little bit of tough. Last week, I gave the Ravens a 3. Douglas and Christopher, you gave them 4s. I'll bump them up to the 4. I think this is a mid-team right now. They are neck and neck and making that postseason right now. Granted, I don't think I can give them a 5 right now because they still have that losing record. They still have to basically chug along from those god-awful losses, but they're still doing good. But I will say it's really tough for the Ravens right now because I still feel like they have to maybe not have one bad game and that's it. They have to be 95% perfect right now.
Dude, do you know how many games they are back of the Pittsburgh Steelers right now?
1.
One singular game. So they do not need to be perfect.
5-4, Ravens are 4-5.
Yeah, they're literally one game out of the playoffs, and like they get to play the Steelers twice. Like they could still probably lose 2 or 3 more games, in all honesty, in this division, which is looking pretty rough. And Joey Burrow maybe is coming back, so like some of their losses are a shame because the Bengals could have challenged for this division the way it's turning out too.
Yeah, but if you're Joe Burrow, why'd you get to come back? Because he's lost.
I mean, they're only 2 games out of it. I don't know.
We gave him a 4 last week. Well, Doug and I'm going to bump him up to a 5.
Ooh.
I mean, the way the team's playing, I know J.J. McCarthy's a rookie, but you go into Minnesota, you beat them by what was 27-19 final score. The Ravens start turning on the Jets. Like I said last week's podcast, this seems like with one player returning from injury, Lamar Jackson, seems like the entire team is turning their Jets on. They're turning things around. Well, easy should be an easy win for the Ravens here upcoming Sunday against the Browns. Oh, it's a home game for the Browns. Still should be an easy win for the Ravens. Jets, Bengals, and then the Steelers. This team's going to keep climbing for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, and like the beautiful playoff projections too, I believe have them having like a 72% chance to pass the Steelers for the division lead. Like they're clearly playing better than the Steelers. And like, there's a lot of reason for optimism, so I'm going to also do a 5.
Ooh, you're going 5 indeed right there. Okay. I mean, we'll see how it goes in this one for the Ravens. Maybe the Ravens are bouncing up. And speaking of teams that do the opposite of bouncing up, we got to talk about your garbage brownies, the Cleveland Clowns, and your great quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, we gave the Browns a 2 last week, I can imagine. Were they on my list? Where'd they go?
Yes, we gave them 2s last week. So
can I start off since they're my team over here?
Yeah, we're going to start out with this one. But
they're not my team. If they were my team, Dylan Gabriel would not be the starting quarterback. I mean, there's not much to say about the Browns. Like we said earlier, when we started off the introductions, the Browns were up 7-0. Oh, it's looking great. We're playing the Jets. I know it's an away game. It's in New York or East Rutherford, New Jersey. And then we were up 7-0. We kick off on that touchdown. It's a kickoff return for a touchdown, special teams by the Jets. So then we get the ball back. We go 3 now. It's a punt. Oh, it's a punt return for a touchdown. Special team-wise, whether it's the special teams that's returning the ball or playing defense, you cannot be doing that as a team. So we're down 14-7. And then, like you guys like Stuart mentioned, what was that? The encroachment, false start on the defense.
Oh, yes.
It was the final 2 minutes of the game. Browns are down 27-20.
1 minute left.
We're lucky enough to stop the Jets. It's now 3rd down and like 16. But then there's like a defensive holding. So then the Jets get another first down, and then we're able to stop them. It's now 3rd and like 10 or something like that. Or no, I'm sorry, it's probably like 3rd and 6 because the Jets are trying to cause the Browns defense to do a full start. And sure enough, the Browns mess up again. Penalty, which causes the Jets to get a first down, run the clock out. The Browns are garbage. You lose to the 1-7 Jets, giving their second win on the season. The Browns are a 1.
Okay, now, Christopher, I have to show this gentleman right over here. We had to show this clip of your greatest quarterback right now of the Brownies.
If it's Dylan Gabriel, he's not the Browns' greatest quarterback currently.
I mean, is he the worst quarterback?
Well, the Browns need if it was my team, the Cleveland Browns right here, it'd be Shedeur Sanders at the helm leading our offense. All right, here we go.
But anyway, we wanted to show some great things, and they got the greatest music right here. Great passes.
Yeah. There it is. Oh, it's 4th and 4. Not 4th and 6. Same difference. Yeah, the Browns are a joke. And like Doug mentioned earlier, and I agree with him. We bleed the brown and the orange. Like I'm not mad about the Browns because I expect it every season. But man, it's terrible. Like in my lifetime, I'm 34 years young. I'm not sure my life expectancy. Will the Browns ever win a Super Bowl?
Are you going to be in the nursing home? And
I don't know.
You're going to be 80 in the nursing home and be like, man, Jimmy Haslam is like Futurama. Jimmy Haslam's head owns this Browns team and he still screws it up.
It won't be Jimmy Haslam because he will definitely more than likely be passed away by the time I'm 80 years young. So if the Browns win a Super Bowl and I'm in the nursing home, I will die of a heart attack because I'll be so happy. So yeah, I'm comfortable with that. Yeah, all right. I'll if I die because the Browns win a Super Bowl, yeah, that will make me a great happy guy. I'm still a happy guy, even though the Browns are a 1 in my ranking. But man, the Browns are
trash.
They're not a joke of the NFL, but they are the joke of the NFL. All right, thanks for listening to my rant. Appreciate it.
Yeah, should we change it right here from the Cleveland Browns to the Cleveland?
Yeah, I agree with that. You did that last season. Keep it going because
yes,
next week when we come this, it better still say the Cleveland Clowns.
They are the clown show of the NFL right now. Like
unless we beat the Ravens this upcoming Sunday, it's a home game. Let's go Browns.
Any
given Sunday.
I might say that might be a bye week for the Ravens.
Yeah, right.
I hate to say
it should be a bye week for the Browns. How about the entire Browns team just go home and sit on the couch and do nothing? That would be a blowout. I know Derrick Henry hasn't scored a touchdown in 3 weeks. He'll probably go off for 3 touchdowns. So if you're on your fantasy team, make sure he's starting.
Hey, I always have a great joke. This was from the memes. So Chick-fil-A and the Cleveland Browns have both in common. What do they have in common, Chris?
Yeah, they're not working on Sundays.
Yep, they both got Sunday off. And don't you want in your funeral you want the Browns to be your pallbearers? To let you down.
They want to let me down again.
Still, we need original jokes. We need original.
We've heard all these jokes before.
So we usually are saying them about the Dallas Cowboys, though, but like it's fun to hear about the Browns.
Hey, okay. At least the Cowboys won. They made a playoffs one time.
Wait. At least the Cowboys didn't win this week. They didn't lose. Yeah, because they had a bye week. That's right.
Yeah, at least they did okay. But anyway, Douglas, are they the 2 or are they the 1?
Oh man, what a debate, man! They did beat the Packers, which always gets points in my mind.
They lost
don't get too crazy. I think that was like week 2 or 3 that we beat the Packers.
It's fresh in my mind. It was beautiful.
It's always beautiful.
Not like yesterday.
I will say that it was a beautiful game. As someone that hates the Packers as much as you do, Douglas.
I mean, here's the other thing too: is I've watched this team. Like, they're not a team that's particularly competitive with the good teams. Like the Lions and the Ravens blew them out, and you just lost to the Jets. So I'm sorry, Chris. They are my other one.
Oh, I apologize. I hope Stuart gives them a 1 too. And Stuart, you better not apologize either, because this team, where my left hand is right now, this team is a disgrace to the NFL. Well,
This is a disgrace to the NFL.
Not the disgrace. There's another team in the NFL as a disgrace.
Who
But
would win in the Tank Bowl right now? Who would in this football game? The holy trinity of bad teams.
the Clowns or the Titans?
The Buckeyes would take them down, boys. Third best team in Ohio, right here.
Yeah.
Do you want to have Ryan Day as your head coach for the Browns?
No.
Would you want Well,
Yeah, I'll take Urban Meyer over Kevin Stefanski. Yeah, I agree with
what about your lieutenant governor,
that.
Jim Tressel?
Jim Tressel, anyone, well, not anyone, but most people would want him as a head coach of any sports team.
He raises respectable young men.
Yes. Yes. Actually, fun fact, Douglas. Jim Tressel is now the lieutenant governor of Ohio. Go figure.
Of Ohio? I thought he was Youngstown State's AD or something. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah, he was the Youngstown. That's a weird career. You go from like a coach of Ohio State, then the dean of the school, and now the lieutenant governor of Ohio.
Who knew a lieutenant governor was even a thing? It's probably a made up position.
Yes. So I'm gonna give this to you convinced me. I'm giving 3 1s. I know, but this team deserves it. This is the most tire fire, dumpster fire. And I always agree with Tree. You know, I know there's a recession in the Rust Belt, but the Factory of Sadness is fully operational and running today, baby.
That's right, yeah.
It is back in full operations. And now, speaking of teams that do the opposite of full operations, you got the New York Jets, who now won 2 games. Congratulations.
Just yesterday you were saying, well, this team won a game, and now they've won 2 of them. Unbelievable.
Who would have thought that?
Oh, 2 games in a row. Wow, guys, that's cool.
2 games in a row.
Unfortunately, it's not enough to get past a 2 for me, but like it's still fun. Like it's still, I don't really have much to say about them. Like you won 2 games. Like your eulogy's coming soon, so like, yay, you did it.
The Browns eulogy is coming before the Jets eulogy. I'm just saying. I bet you that one's. I know it's coming in December. It's probably guaranteed that 100% guaranteed that we'll probably talk about the Jets. I'll keep them at the 2. I don't think this is like a 3 team because I don't think they're beating up on bad teams. They're still in this like mediocre, like bottom 5. I don't think Justin Fields is that great of a quarterback right now. Granted, he did great in Pittsburgh, but there's kind of a reason why he got bounced out of Pittsburgh. And also,
yeah, I'm okay with the 2 as well. I mean, well, sir, I know you're talking about Justin Fields. Sorry to interrupt you, but when's the last time there's been a relevant Ohio State product of a QB?
CJ Stroud.
I mean, he won. What was that 3 years ago?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he won the first round of the playoffs 3 years ago.
He's probably best.
That was against the Browns.
Yeah, it was against the Browns. Oh yeah, that was, and it was a. How does that make you feel that the Browns lost to a Buckeye quarterback?
I mean, I'm okay with that, but like now, CJ Stroud's down in the dumps. Justin Fields, 2 wins in a row. The Jets beat the Bengals. Now they beat the Browns. So it seems like the Jets are good against the AFC North. Yeah.
Kings of Ohio. Woo.
Yeah, they both suck indeed in this team.
Justin Fields went to Ohio State. Now he beats both NFL teams from Ohio. All right.
Yeah, that would be kind of hilarious indeed. But we're talking about another good game. Actually, this might have been my favorite game right over here this week. The Buccaneers versus the Patriots, but the Buccaneers lost this game 23-28. So we're going to start without myself, where last week I gave the Buccaneers a 7. And it's interesting because, like I said, so Buccaneers, they did lose to a mighty Patriots team. It is kind of funny. The battle of the former Bradys. Thinking about it, both Brady played in the Buccaneers and the Patriots.
Yeah, we thought about it.
I think they called it the Brady Bowl.
The Brady Bowl. Did Brady commentate this game? No, he did not.
I mean, it was.
No,
this game was on Fox. Doesn't Brady work for Fox?
That would. No, he did commentate this game.
There
Yes, you remember. Yes, so it was the battle of
the plan of Fox, and Brady works for Fox. So yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. So last week I gave them the 7. They did lose, but they are playing against a tough Rams team in the theoretical playoffs, and I'm like, I might bump them down to the 6 for right now. I know it's a good game. You did lose to a good Patriots team, but I don't know if you can beat the Rams. And it's like, it's tough to be that 4 spot because it's like, I think the Rams can do it. I think LA can do it right now. So
Yeah, I mean the Buccaneers, they're starting to utilize their rookie wide receiver Tez Johnson, but they need to figure out, is Bucky Irving still injured? It doesn't matter if he's injured or not. They need to figure out the running back position because they have all the tools to make a great machine. And I know it's a home game. You're playing the Patriots. Yeah, I'm comfortable with it from a 7 to a 6. But yeah, they need to figure out that running back situation because Mike Evans is out for the season. We all know that. Yeah.
But also, I should say, Christopher, you kept him at 6, and now you're going to keep him at 6 last week.
I'm sorry. I know we all gave him a 7 last year. It was a communal vote. Yeah, I'm cool with the 6, I guess. I mean, I'm not going to bump them up. They lost, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean 6.
I'm not going to bump them down to a 5 because right now they're in first place in their division. Who else? I mean, yeah, the Panthers are right there. I don't see the Panthers winning the NFC South.
I'm comfortable with the 6 as well. I think at best they're probably the 4th best team or 5th best team in the NFC. Unfortunately, I mean, like they lost the Eagles, they lost to the Lions. They would lose probably to the Seahawks and the Rams. So it's like, it's hard to see them making a playoff run at this juncture.
Yeah, it kind of stings because I feel like this Buccaneers team should have been a lot better. I mean, Baker's still a good quarterback, but still, it's like.
Thankfully for them, they're still 6-3, big division lead. So
hopefully
they get healthy and make a run at it.
I mean, they're guaranteed to at least win all the games in this division, the remaining of this division. You know what I mean? This is a much more easier spot than last year when they had 2 losses to the Falcons.
Yeah, they already won their first one.
And they already won the first. So that's at least a monkey on the wrench on that one. But look at these Patriots. Who would have thought the Patriots? If I told you last year that the Patriots are looking good, Mike Vrabel might get coach of the year right now. Drake May is looking amazing against a good Buccaneers team. Last week we gave them all 7. So we'll start with you, Christopher. What do you think about these Patriots?
Yeah, I mean, I think Doug mentioned earlier, like besides the Colts, Patriots might be the most real team in the AFC. So yeah, we gave them a 7 last week. I'm cool with an 8 right now. I mean, Drake May, MVP. Top MVP based on sports betting agencies, DraftKings, FanDuel. He's the top guy to get the MVP. And when you have the MVP, you should have the best team in the league. So yeah, comfortable with an 8.
Yeah, I mean honestly, same. Like every week that goes by that they win, you just get more and more confidence in this team, and it's it seems like they got something special there. It doesn't feel fluky anymore. It feels like they got a good culture and they're building the right way, and the run game's good. You got an MVP candidate, solid defense. Like they got the pieces, man.
Yeah, I definitely do feel like this Patriots team is getting an 8 right now. It's the evil empire is back, and it's so frustrating because they can't get away with this. Drake May's looking amazing. Right, Mike Vrabel is doing amazing. It's like it's crazy to think. Like I said, I thought this Patriots team was done after Belichick left, Brady left, then Belichick left, Jerome Mayo and that whole situation. To go from that,
the Patriots made the right move because, like, whatever Vrabel's doing, I mean, the dude is winning games. Like, he should win Coach of the Year so easily, too. It should be insane. Like, what he's doing is, like, crazy to me, how good he's been with this team this year.
I agree with you, Douglas. I think this man deserves Coach of the Year. And Drake May is definitely MVP caliber. Who would have thought that he would have he would be better than the 3 Hydras of, like, the AFC?
It's Danny Dimes and Drake May.
Yeah. Like, it's impressive on that one. I cannot get mad at this. This Patriots team looks legit. And speaking of, now we got to talk about the 4:00 games of the opposite of legit. Absolutely shit. Where the Cardinals lost 22-44. This team looks garbage. And last week we gave the Cardinals all 3s.
I mean, I'm going to stay at a 3. I mean, I don't know. I'm starting to become of the opinion that the Seahawks might be legit. I mean, they looked every part of it. I think they're up 35-0. I mean, the Cardinals did a nice job at least making it look more competitive than it was, but like, they got absolutely stomped on. Like they were down, I think 21 in the first like 10 minutes. Like, yeah, it was hard. It was hard to watch.
Game. This was not a pretty game. I'm not gonna lie. This was a ugly as hell game. At one point in the quarter, it was 38-7 in the first half.
35-0 it started. It was insane.
Yeah, this game was ugly. I mean, it was not a good game. Like the 4 o'clock games are not good. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I'll keep them at the 3 right now because I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, are they in that 2 range? I mean, they did beat the Cowboys last week, but this week they did lose to a good like Sam Darnold Cardinals. I mean, they did get curb stomped, mind you. But are they worse than the Falcons? No, I think they're kind of in that same level right now than the Falcons. Are they worse than Commanders? I think the Commanders are probably worse. And everybody else, Saints, Giants, no. Yeah, they're worse than they're not as bad as those teams. Those teams are bad.
I'm comfortable with a 3 as well. I mean, I'm not going to drop them down. Certainly, I'm not going to raise them up. I mean, you put up 22 points, not bad. Especially when it's a road game against the hard-fought Seattle Seahawks. And like we've always mentioned, Doug, hardcore right now. Seahawks are looking like a legit.
I'm excited
contender.
to talk about the Seahawks here. Like,
I
don't know what we gave them last week, but like, I don't know, man. It's hard to not give them an 8. Like, I don't even really care what I ranked them last week. Like, this feels like
last week, actually.
I already gave them an 8.
Yeah.
Well, I feel very justified after the way that they started this game. Like, they are. I don't know, man. This seems like one of those teams that doesn't have a weakness right now. Like, defense is top notch. Sam Darnold is playing amazing. JSN, that we keep talking about, rave reviews, I think is on pace to break the single season receiving record. Like, it's clicking there in Seattle. That's pretty unfortunate but fun to watch. Like, I'm digging what I'm seeing all the way around.
Yeah, it was, to be honest with you, it's them and the Eagles right now who I'm thinking is the 8s. And yeah, I feel like
the Rams have a nice case too, though. We can't be leaving.
The Rams have a nice case. I definitely don't think I can give it to the Lions because, like I said, the Lions still have these faulty, ugly losses. And the Eagles, yes, they're still winning. Yes, they are the Super Bowl winning chance, but I don't feel like they have those decisive wins. Seattle has what I love on a good 8 team. Decisive, good wins.
Well, Stu, and good news for you. We get the Lions in Philly this weekend, so the Lions will show you that they should be an 8. But for now, they're not. You're right.
Yeah, and I think you're convincing me right now that I think this team deserves an 8 right now. I think they're better than Philly right now. I think Seattle would be.
They look like the team to beat in the NFC, maybe for the whole thing. I mean, golly, week after week, they just dominate.
Week after week. It is crazy to think about that. Like, look at, like, who would have thought that Sam Darnold was actually this good? If you told me 2 years ago, Sam Darnold is going to win, is going to make the playoffs with the Vikings, and then next year is going to be better with the Seahawks, I don't think you would believe me.
No, I mean, I thought he would have been solid. I mean, I remember I had somebody in our fantasy league saying that Geno Smith was like this amazing quarterback, and then it's like he goes off to LA or the Raiders and looks terrible, and Sam Darnold comes in and just, you know, like Sam Darnold for MVP in my eyes. Him and Drake May, front runners.
I'm comfortable with an 8 as well. I mean, Sam Darnold's going off, but also, man, DeMarcus Lawrence, 2 fumble recoveries, not just in the game, but in the first half. So that means Seattle's defense is showing up. But speaking about showing up, this is going to be a great match, 4:05 Eastern Standard Time, this upcoming Sunday. It's on Fox, so we don't have to worry about the YouTube Disney dispute.
Yay.
Seahawks in Los Angeles play the Rams.
Oh, that
should be or is the game of the week.
Well, then we got Lions at Eagles after that. We got bangers next week, boys. We got bangers. But you're probably right.
I will say this week we kind of had a couple clunkers, but if you think this week I'm very proud. But we'll talk about that when we get to.
All right, guys, let's knock on wood so we're not jinxing this amazing week of football that should be up and coming.
Yeah. And speaking of teams that are kind of collapsing, could we say another? There is no gold mine right now. There is no coal right here. The Rams absolutely curb stomped the 49ers 26-42. Not a close game. Pretty bad. At one point it was 21-7 in the first half.
It was also 21-0 at one point in the beginning.
Yeah, second quarter. It's not looking good. So we'll start with you, Christopher. So last week we gave the 49ers all 6s, and they technically would not make the postseason as of right now.
Oh yeah, I mean, let's see here.
They are 4, but they are not. They're not in the theoretical playoffs because They have a better record because the Packers tied.
Oh, because the Packers.
Yes.
Who lost on Monday night in that heart-wrenching game? We gave them a 6. Man, yeah, I mean,
bump them down, baby.
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give them a 5. It's just because like who they are, the 49ers. They have Macaroni Jones as their quarterback when Brock Purdy's out, but you know they have Ricky Pearlson. He's still injured. He should be coming back this upcoming week. George Kittle, I think he's still available. And then obviously they have CMC, who still plays his heart out. But, yeah, when you lose a game, I mean, it was a home game to the Rams, losing by 16. We'll see. But, yeah, I'm comfortable with a 5.
Yeah. I guess I'll go next right over here. So I'm thinking, like, this team, it's been such a disappointment. I know the injuries are going there. Mac Jones has been looking good, but this team, they laid an egg. I don't think this team's making maybe this is the overreaction podcast, but I'm like, this is giving me Lions, but like collapsed Lions. Like I think they're in a worse shape than the Lions were last year, where it's like the Lions were at least injured in duct tape, but they were still winning, where the 49ers have getting these ugly losses. You know what I mean? This is giving me last year's 49ers where they're just hurt to all hell, and then the injuries got them, and then they're pretty much out.
I remember last season we predicted the 49ers will be the top dog in the NFC.
And they got eliminated the same week the Cowboys did, if I remember correctly.
That did not pan out well. The only upside to the 49ers, upcoming games, Cardinals, Panthers, Browns, Titans. So that should make way. I mean, we give them a 5 now. Hopefully their upcoming schedule should give them a couple of wins here and there.
Yes. So we'll start with you, Douglas. Last week you gave them a 6.
Yeah, I've been on the 5 train for this team for a while, though. Like they just don't feel like a playoff team. And like I keep saying this, and then they keep winning a game they shouldn't. But like they might luck out because after them, I mean, it's like the Panthers aren't going to challenge them for that spot. So it's like if they can just catch up or pass the Packers, like they're right there. But it's like it's hard to see them getting ahead of the Seahawks, the Rams, the Packers, the Lions. So I think they play the Lions though still. So like.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be a loss. I think they'll lose. I think the Lions would beat them. But also, I will say, I think the Packers, granted, they have these crummy losses, but I feel like they at least are not injured to all hell. Versus the 49ers are still injured to all hell right now.
Well, here's the thing. Like I said, Ricky Pearlson, he should be back next week. Is George Kittle, is he healthy, right?
Yeah, he's playing.
And then Brock Purdy, I know he's been injured the last 4 or 5 weeks.
I mean, Mac Jones, the quarterback isn't the problem, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, Mac Jones is balling.
Like, what are you going to do when you have, like, a bunch of injuries and you got a bunch of practice squad that's literally starting this game?
Yeah, that's
what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to be greatness? No.
That's where the 5 comes in, no doubt.
That's a 5 indeed in this one. And now we got the LA Rams because they are ramming to another win. Decisive wins. They're looking good. Last week we gave them all 8s.
8.
8 for you.
I guess we can all keep them at an 8 unless someone's going to bump up to a 9. I'm cool with an 8.
I think I'm definitely. But I guess we should probably think about this because I know we got it quick. We all gave them the 8s. Who do you think is going to win this game next week? Seattle or the Rams right now in this game?
I mean, I think it's
the game's in Los Angeles, so what do you think? What do you guys think?
These are the 2 best teams in the NFL at this moment, which is why it's so fun because it's like the Colts are a great story, and like they might be the best team. The Patriots, but whatever. Like these 2 teams have been the most consistently great to me this season. I mean, I like Seattle though. Like I know it's in LA, but like my heart is telling me that Seattle. But like then you see Stafford out there just balling out to Adams and Nakua. It's like I don't know, man. Like it's a coin flip, but my heart tells me Seattle at the moment.
Doug, you say 5. You say Seattle. Would you do a $5 bet straight up? I'll take the Rams.
I'll take the Rams too.
Yeah, I would do that.
All right, let's do it. We got
there's something special about Seattle this year, and not that there isn't about.
All right, so Doug, you're placing a bet with me or with Stuart or both?
I'll take both action. I mean, I'll double.
All right, so Doug, you win $10 here.
Oh,
or you can host.
That's like I wouldn't be shocked either way. So like I'll risk it for the biscuit.
I think honestly, and I will always say this. I think last year probably shown it. This year's probably shown it. Stafford deserves the Hall of Fame. Honestly, but yeah.
Definitely Hall of Fame. I mean, yeah.
Maybe not first ballot Hall of Fame, but Hall of Fame indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the Rams, because it's a home game in Los Angeles. I mean, it's not too far away from Seattle, Washington. I think the Rams defense is going to show up. And
oh man, I was going to say I think the Seahawks defense is going to show up.
I still think it's going to be a high scoring game. I could imagine the game being like 38 to 31 in favor of the Rams.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This is about as good of a matchup as it gets, though. It's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a fun one. Honestly, this is going to be a really fun one indeed in this one. And now we got to talk about the Washington Commanders commanding a devastating and not surprising loss against the Detroit Lions, 44-22. This was not really a memorable game besides the President of the United States showed up. First time since Jimmy Carter that a president showed up to a regular NFL game.
My one buddy, politics doesn't matter whether you voted Democrat, Republican, Green Party, Independent, whatever, it doesn't matter. I respect it. He brought up a good point. Oh, I thought we don't bring politics into sports, and then you have Donald Trump in the sports. Yeah, so it was
actually trying to get the stadium named after him too.
Oh yeah, that's the weird thing this week. So yeah, Trump wants the stadium named after him because Trump wants to, and yeah, I mean, granted, they should. Tweet had a great tweet. It's like they should have changed the name to JFK because this team is dead.
Oh jeez. Oh my gosh! All right, I mean, I'm all good for dark humor, but man, that was.
I mean, am I not wrong?
Okay, all right.
No comment.
Got me by the almost surprise there, Stu.
I'm practicing my political correctness, Stu. No comment.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, I could have made the joke about like, oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Lincoln, about your loss, but how was the play?
Okay, wow. Oh, jeez.
Anyway.
Yeah, never mind.
Also, we should talk about that the Commanders did pretty bad at, we like to call this week is, why did you punch someone this week in this game? So I had a couple clips here, gentlemen. So we had a couple ones where right over here, where one of them was the Commanders decided to punch.
Amon-Ra St. Brown is walking.
You know what my favorite part about this is?
Oh,
dude's wearing a helmet.
Yes.
Wow.
He punched him in the neck, though, right? That's a good neck slap.
Even like a sucker punch in the neck. It was like a
game suspension for sure. Like, well,
yeah. Like, why are you do? Like, I will always say this, and this is like my opinion, Douglas. If you're starting fist fights in like a football game, where's this energy in the football game? If you're getting mad about Amon St. Brown, why don't you take him down? Why don't you guard him?
100%, Stu.
Yeah, that's honestly, I'll say that. Like, literally, use that energy. Where was this energy in this game? I guess this is the most energy when you try to punch Amon St. Brown.
Maybe he used that energy in the punch or the slap, however you want to classify it, because he was mad they couldn't stop him or the Lions defense. Like, I'll get him while he's not paying attention. Schmick.
Maybe he just wanted another bye week. Maybe he was just a little bit tired.
I mean, he might be tired indeed. And also, we had another penalty, I would say, gentlemen, where we got the fun game of basically we got one, and then there was another one where basically he got mad at this one right here, gentlemen. I will show you this clip right over here. Yes, technical difficulties right there.
All right, I'll try to narrate the clip without knowing what you're talking about.
Yeah, we're casual. There you go.
He's streaking up the side at the 10.
Oh,
Jahmyr Gibbs for his third touchdown of the game.
Oh, Jahmyr.
Yes, we got this one right over here where they are not where the Commanders shoved a ref right there. Look at that.
Wait, what did he do? I didn't see it.
He
shoved a referee.
Yes, a 15-yard penalty right there. So good for you, Commanders.
Yeah, maybe they should get better command over that team. Am I right?
We mentioned Jonathan Taylor 3 touchdowns. How about Jahmyr Gibbs 3 touchdowns? But what did we give the Commanders last?
Last week we gave the Washington Commanders I gave them a 2, and Douglas and Christopher gave them 3s. I feel like I feel vindicated with the 2 this week. They deserve a 2. You lost badly to the Lions. I know it's Marcus Mariota. There's actually one play. Did you watch that play, Douglas, where literally Marcus Mariota was supposed to do a jump, and then it was just like a brick wall. It's like, whoop, nope.
I mean, I'm sure I did, but sounds funny. So,
It's like, oh, I'm about to curse up. Ramp. Womp, womp, womp.
womp womp indeed. I'm going to say with the 3, though, Stu. They have 3 wins. Like, Jaden Daniels might actually come back at some point, too. So it's like, it was ugly, but, like, we all knew it was going to happen. Like, it didn't change my opinion of who they are as a team.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable with 3 as well. I mean, yeah, like Dex said, Jaden Daniels, hopefully he'll come back. I know they're running backs. I know they got Bill or Krosky Merritt. Call him Bill. But I know Eckler went out. Did they have another running back that went out earlier in the season? But it doesn't matter. I mean, they need to do something.
Yeah, it's about as bad as they can go for a team that thought they were making it back to the NFC Championship.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
They should have came back in this game indeed, but they sucked. And now we got to talk about your Lions, Douglas. So it is amazing. You went from a disappointment to a 20-minute rant about how this Lions team did not do anything to winning this game decisively.
I mean, I don't know. Still, like, this team, do they have the talent to win the Super Bowl? My biased opinion is, of course. I mean, there's talent everywhere, but it's like, I don't know, man. Like, you think about if they have to play a road game in, Seattle and Los Angeles and Philadelphia and Green Bay, like, these are all terrifying things right now because we're not, granted, a really fun thing, though. Mr. Dan Campbell's like, you know what? I'm going to call the plays. And that seemed to really get things in gear for us.
Right? He made him like he was playing the offensive coordinator plays, correct?
Exactly. He was calling the offense for him for this game. And something I was just reading that is promising is they bumped their use of pre-snap motion up from 35 to 53% this week. And that's what the Lions did great last year. Is every play there's people moving, there's deception, there's stuff, and like you could feel that it just felt like it was a little bit more open and free flowing this week. Goff was in a good rhythm, 320 yards, 3 touchdowns. The whole offense seemed to click like we were missing a little bit. Like with the other guy, it was just a little bit too stagnant. Like we weren't really running it great, which then wasn't like leading to good play action. Like so the Lions, when they're on like this, they can absolutely beat anyone in the NFL. And the defense, I think, is going to get there. I have hope for our defense. I mean, I'm feeling comfortable at a 7 this week. Like, I don't think that they're definitely, at best, the 3rd best team in the NFC at the moment. Maybe the 4th, 5th best. We'll see how this week plays out. But
yeah, that's why I kind of feel like these Lions has been like it's been topsy-turvy. It's like you laid an 8 against the Vikings, but then you curb stomp against a Marcus Mariota. Granted, it's a Marcus Mariota Commanders team.
I'm not going to lie. I feel better about this Eagles game than I probably should. But, like, I feel for some reason pretty optimistic. And, like, that's really a silly thing to say for a 7-2 team that just won in Green Bay. But, like, I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Lions right now. I think that they have a good chance to go into Philly and give us a nice ball game here.
Yeah, I just feel like as this team, this team's just like, I will at least give them the 7 because I'll bump them up because, like I said, I think they're going to play against the Bears in the theoretical playoffs. This team is looking good. They would have a home game. I think that's going to be an easy one. They clocked the Bears last time. We'll see how they do it next time when they play against them. I believe, is it at Detroit when they play against the Bears?
No, I think we got them at home the first one.
Oh, yeah, you got them home. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes to this Bears. It's going to be interesting. But I'm definitely going to give them the 7 right now. The only thing is, like, can they beat the Rams? Can they beat the Seahawks? No. I think they could beat the Eagles. I think I could see them beating the Eagles because the Eagles has still gotten these close, like, clunky, like, right over here. But also the Lions, you can also argue, have these clunky losses too.
I mean, they do. But, I mean, honestly, I think, too, and this is where the playoff seeding is going to be huge because I think home field advantage is going to be big this year when you have – this many teams that are this close. Like, I think very genuinely, if you took the records off the table, you could make the case for Seattle, Los Angeles, Detroit, Philadelphia, and probably Green Bay as like the best team in the NFC, and you could make a good case for any 5 of those teams at certain points.
Yes.
Like that's crazy that like all those 5 teams are like they can do this, and like they're just so well built that's like these playoffs are about to be amazing this year, I think.
They're about to be amazing, indeed. And also, Christopher, last week you gave him a 7. So what do you think?
Easy 7. I'll keep him at a 7. Not going to jump up to an 8. If they can win, like I said, that big Sunday night game in the city of brotherly love, if they can win that game, maybe bump them to an 8. Comfortable to 7. Like I said last week in the podcast, I remember saying this. Last week against the Vikings, I think it was a fluke, and Doug hit on the head. You know, their offenses are back. Jahmyr Gibbs 3 touchdowns, 142 yards rushing, and two rushing touchdowns. I think it was a 13-yard passing play for the passing touchdown for the first touchdown of the game. Yeah, the Lions are back. A big win on the road in our nation's capital. I can't wait for the Sunday night game. It's gonna be a Sunday fun day.
Sunday night game indeed in this one. Honestly, that's gonna be my favorite one. And now we got to talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Losing this game pretty badly on Sunday night. Awful Sunday night game, I will say this. Like 25-10. And I just wanted to let you know, gentlemen, I'm sending you a real video right here. And this was Tomlin at the locker room talking about this game. I just wanted to see what your thoughts are about this one, gentlemen. I figured I wanted to show you this one right over here.
All right, fellas, we got a primetime game tonight. Yes, sir. Let's go. Now it's time to sit the bed in front of the whole country.
Yeah, I was about to ask, is this AI? This looks like
this has to be AI generated, so this is not.
You're telling me this is not real, even though I didn't know it was fake.
Dude,
Did you know that was AI? Just see if we were like.
Yeah, I just wanted to mess with you.
All right, guys, see if we would catch on. Yeah, that's.
I mean, the second you put all that video, like Tomlin, it looked like AI. Like
he's like his leaning forward to the camera, and then the guy on his left or right did not even look like a real person or a legitimate contender.
But
do you have a real clip, Stuart, for us, or no?
No, that was just a fake clip. But this pretty much represents what happened to the Steelers right there. I mean, there's an AI video I saw where basically it said, "Don't worry, boys, we're going to be 9-8 this year," and they're all like, "Yeah, I'm so happy, we're 9-8 Steelers."
It would not be a losing season for Mr. Mike Tomlin if they go 9-8, which he's continued to do the past X amount of years.
I mean, okay, so they did get their curb stomped right there last week. We all gave the Pittsburgh Steelers all 6s. This team deserves a 6. I honestly feel like that this is just the same disappointing Steelers that I feel like just repeat what I said last week and the week before, where I'm literally like, this team is either going to go 9-8 or make the postseason and get their ass kicked away. This is their two destinies. This team is not going to win a playoff game. This is the reason why this team has not won a playoff game since 2017. Like, honestly, I do think they need to blow it up. Like, who's happy about this? Who's happy about this franchise?
And Baltimore.
The Ravens are pretty happy because the Ravens might come
be happy about this. But, I mean, if you're a Steelers fan, Trey would not be happy about this team right now. Like, he honestly probably thinks that this team probably should blow up.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, this is, and I would always think about this. This is giving me Detroit Red Wings, Pittsburgh Penguins. I know this is a football, but like, they're like, well, we at least made the playoffs this year. This is great. Everything's good. We got Aaron Rodgers. What's going to happen next year? What are you going to do? You're going to have like Joe Flacco.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That would be hilarious. Still, that would be. Please, for the memes.
Flacco playing for all 4 AFC North teams in his career. That'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be a fun story, too. Maybe they should treat like CJ Stroud or something. I don't know.
Oh, they're not getting CJ Stroud. No, it's gonna be Flacco.
Or I doubt the Steelers would do this because the Steelers are a smart organization. But Kyler Murray, he might not be a Cardinal next season if Kyler Murray goes to the Steelers, because Steelers might need a quarterback next season.
Yeah, but maybe Bryce Young will be available for him.
I mean, maybe
the Steelers aren't that dumb of an organization. If anything, the Browns will pick up either Kyler Murray or Bryce.
You have to trade Dylan Gabriel for Bryce Young.
We like those short quarterbacks. They do so well for us.
I don't like these short quarterbacks. Guess who's going to the Browns? Mm-hmm. Hey, like I said, since Tin Couch 99, wasting quarterbacks.
You love to see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not wrong. Anyway, Christopher.
We were talking about the Steelers. Oh, sir, yeah, give me a 6. I mean, right now, I might even delve down to a 5. I'll keep it at a 6. But
I'm going to the 5. I mean, the Ravens are projected to make the playoffs over them. This team, if I had to say today, will the Steelers be in the playoffs? They're not making it.
I think 9-8 for them.
I mean, the Chiefs, you know what's else going to be 9-8 probably? It'll probably be the Chiefs. They'll probably take the last spot over them, and it's going to be the bane of my existence.
Yes, and you know what the funny part is? They'll probably go 9-8 or 10-7. They'll probably be that 7-6 spot, and the Chiefs make another postseason, win a Super Bowl again, and then be like, okay.
Well, sir, of course that's coming from your mouth, saying that the Chiefs.
But I'm just saying, I'm seeing the Oracle prophecy of like, man, this is a great NFL season. Nothing has changed. We got new narratives.
Dude, all I gotta say is we gotta all pull for the Broncos heavily this weekend.
Yes.
Broncos country. Let's
Okay. As much as I love my cheesehead love, I do not want. Do you want me to do the contenders when I do the Super Bowl prediction in February to talk about the Chiefs again? No, that's not fun. Oh, the Chiefs look legit.
Yeah,
that's
we definitely don't want you talking about the Chiefs, so let's go. Bills.
Yeah.
Yes. I won't attend that podcast.
Not attending that.
Yeah, same. Yeah,
I am busy whenever you decide to film it.
Like, everybody else, hey Douglas, we're just doing a random podcast right over here, and it's like, psych, we're doing the contenders this week.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you, Doug. I would do the same thing.
Sorry, that was hilarious. I'm not. Anyway, we got the Chargers winning this game, 25-10. It was an ugly game.
Move them up yet? Can they move up yet, Stu?
You bumping them up?
No, I'm asking her. Can you bump them up yet?
Oh, okay.
Legit to you yet, Stu?
So last week we gave the Chargers charging their way. We gave them 6s, and all 3 of us gave them 6s. They did win a game. They would technically be number 5, and they would play against Pittsburgh.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Let's go.
No! I gotta do it because of the freaking theoretical playoffs. This team doesn't deserve a 7, but I have to.
You don't have to do it, sir. I always say these theoretical playoffs based on CBSSports.com, you don't have to go based off that. Go with how they're playing. But I'm comfortable with a 7 because their defense showed up, only 10 points against the Steelers. McConkey's back. Let's go Herbert. Herbert, I believe, well, before this week started, he was leading second leader of touchdown passes behind, I think it was Daniel Jones or something like that. But either way, Herbert's performing. McConkey's back. They got Vidal, the backup running back since Omaro Hampton's out. Hampton should be back in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Chargers are looking good. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go with that logic, too. Like, I think they're more of a 7. Like, the defense looks like it's back on track. And I'm digging what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely looking a lot better. But granted, we'll see how they play against real teams. And the Steelers are not a real team. I don't care you got Aaron Rodgers. Just saying.
Well, Steelers were supposed to have a top defense in the league with TJ Watt, but not sure what's going on with that.
Yes, the top defense. Yeah, congratulations.
I said supposed to be a top defense.
You're supposed to be a top defense, but you lost 15 points against a Chargers team. I'm just saying. Just saying on that one. And now we got to talk about the most ugliest football game that was Monday Night Football. At one point, it was 0-0 in the first quarter. But then the Eagles won 10-7.
It was also 0-0 going into halftime.
Yeah, like I think it's the first time since 2009 that a Monday Night Football game went 0-0 in the first half.
Nice. When I saw that 0-0 score going into halftime, I was like, yes. Because I told you guys earlier, I needed A.J. Brown and Saquon Barkley under 25 points total. So, yeah, when I saw that 0-0 halftime, I'm like, oh, yeah, we can do it.
Yeah, so last week we gave the Green Bay Packers Christopher gave them a 7, and Douglas and me gave them 6s. They are in the 7th seed, theoretical.
Well, that's easy. Then I'll bump them down to a 6 because I would even venture down to a 5, but I'll keep them at a 6 just because theoretically they'd still make the playoffs.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'll go to a 6. They might be a 7 next week because they play the Giants. But then Vikings, Lions, Bears. Oh my! We'll see about in 4 weeks when we come back and visit the Packers.
Yeah, I mean I'm digging a 6 as well. Like their offense just flatlines way too much.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they only scored 10 points against the Browns when the Browns beat them 13-10 or something like that.
Yeah, I think they only put up 10 last week when they lost to the Panthers. Like when they lose, it's because the offense just is sputtering.
It's too inconsistent. This is what the frustrating part about the Packers, because it's like it's too inconsistent. You have like 1 week where you basically curb stomp the Lions, and then it's like you lay a bunch of eggs against the Panthers. You lost to the Browns.
So yeah, real quick on games they've lost, which they have 3 losses. All 3 of those losses when their team scores less than 13 points. So that's the offense.
But still, you should be at least dominant, and you should. This is why I'm not going to give. Like, I'm keeping them at the 6 because this is why this is frustrating. This team should be a lot better than they do. Like, literally, when week 1 when they beat the Lions, I was like, maybe this team looks legit. Maybe this team's looking great. And it's just like, I know you barely beat the Eagles, but still, I'm just like,
They didn't even beat the Eagles. They lost to them.
I mean, I know you barely lost to the Eagles, but still, like, it's just so frustrating on this team. Like, I feel like I'm the most frustrated, and I hate the Packers. Don't get me started. I mean, this team has
the Packers more than you hate the Eagles, or
no? I would say number 1 would probably be the Eagles, and number 2 would be the Packers, because I've been traumatized by these people, this team, for generations.
Yeah, was it last season or 2 seasons ago when the Cowboys lost the Packers?
Des caught that ball. I'm just saying. Des caught it.
Was that last season or 2 seasons ago?
No, that was 2015. That was that year, Douglas. Remember that one, the Lions game?
Sir, I'm asking you a question. Was it last year or 2 years ago when the Cowboys lost the Packers in the opening round?
Yeah.
What? 2 years ago?
I thought it was last year.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago. Yeah, it was last year, but still, it's just like I've been traumatized by these people. Why?
So the funny thing about this game is, you have Brandon McManus, kicker of the Green Bay Packers. You go out, he lines up, they call a timeout or whatever it was for a 65-yarder.
Kicker.
He missed it. They call a timeout or whatever, where there was a penalty where the Packers could go for it for another play. It was like an incomplete pass, so it's still a 64-yarder. And they sent McManus back out again. Like, this guy's career long was 61 yards. And you expect this guy –
this season was like a 58er.
No, it was 64.
I'm sorry. I mean this season. I'm sorry.
Okay, but his career long was 61. And he missed the 64-yarder, even though it was a dead play. He clearly missed it. And this guy clearly misses it wide left on another 64-yard attempt. I'm not sure what the head coach of the Packers, what his name is, but like, why would you do that?
Oh my God! It's like the game controller where like someone broke the game controller. They smacked it so much they got in anger, and the thing like in like the game controller was like, okay, you're supposed to go left and right, and it's like, what? That's what I felt like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming he tried to obviously give it extra kick because like, I can't make it there, and he tried to overswing like I do on my driver for golf, and when I usually do that, it's going into the woods. I got to go nice low tempo. Like, I don't have a speedy swing. Otherwise, that thing was shanking. And that's what happened there.
Yeah, this happened indeed in this one. And now the final team we're going to talk about right over here, Douglas.
Ooh.
My hated team, Eagle Empire. I should call them that. I'm calling it right now. It's not the Evil Empire. It's the Eagle Empire.
Nice.
Well, you're onto something, Stu, because they definitely are an empire. They're a borderline dynasty, if we're being real here. Like, unbelievable franchise. Like, truly the pinnacle of professional sports right here, Stu.
Worst team.
Now the number 1 seed in the NFC.
Unbelievable.
No.
Unbelievable what they can do. Week in and week out, they just look truly incredible. Like, I was so amazed by how they did this. Like, they look so good.
Why?
Like, we're putting up 10 points. They're like, I think we put up 13 in Green Bay, but we lost. So, like, what are we doing? They looked amazing. Big game against the Lions. This seems. I mean, I'm gonna give them a 7, like just out of like. And I think whoever wins the Lions Eagles is an 8, and whoever wins the Seahawks Rams, those are my 8s. So
yeah, last week we gave them 777s. I still probably gonna give them the 7. Like, I still think. I do agree. I think whoever's gonna win this game, the Eagles versus Lions game. I know it's at Philly. Douglas, would you still want to go to that game?
Excuses, still we're road warriors.
We're warriors. But I do feel like, as of right now, I feel like the only thing I get frustrated about the Eagles right now is like, okay, they're still kind of winning these games close. They're not really being decisive. But they're still winning these games close. They're winning these games close against good teams. So it's not like you're having these clunker losses or something like that where I'm just like, ugh, like about that, like Steelers right now. And I would also say Saquon's kind of been not doing as hot right now. But they're still doing well. They're still doing legit. They got a bunch of defensive players basically in the free agency. So I'm going to give them to that 7 for right now. So Christopher, your final call.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with 7. We have the Seahawks and the Rams in 8. And like Doug said, on the head, the winner of Lions, Eagles, Seahawks, Rams. Yeah, those will be the 8s next week. So yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yes, you're excited indeed. And look at that. That is it for this week's NFL. Now we're on to week number 11. And now, gentlemen, what is your games that you're excited for? Are you excited for the Madrid Commanders Dolphins game?
Is that who plays this Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m.? Yeah, Commanders Dolphins.
Stu,
Yeah,
I'm excited about it because it's 9:30 a.m. football. You know, you can have a nice bowl of Lucky Charms and put on some NFL with maybe fantasy implications for your team. So there's something to care about there.
What about the Monday night game when it's the Cowboys versus Raiders?
Yeah, I'm in for that.
Devontae Williams.
I mean, Stu, with how bad you were smack talking the Raiders really hard, so it's just that much funnier when the Cowboys lose.
Hey, are you gonna quit your YouTube TV just to go on Fubo just to watch that game?
I'm considering all options at this point, Stu. I'm gonna exhaust all options to get my full access to NFL games this week.
Hey, I always say it, go to the Pirate Seas and you'll find it.
Some illegal.
All legal options will be explored heavily, Stu.
Hey, that's how I watched the Packers Eagles game. Just saying, I just went on the Pirate Seas just to see this game.
So we're on YouTube. This is nationally televised on YouTube. We can't be.
I'm not getting sued. I'm just saying. I can't tell you what sites I saw it.
I was gonna say, Stu. It sounds like you're just riding the sea, riding the waves.
Baby. I'm riding them Pirate Seas, baby. Anyway, in all seriousness, what games are you absolutely excited for?
Well, we just mentioned 2, but also the Chiefs Broncos, I believe, is on this weekend.
Buccaneers Bills. That would be a great one.
Buccaneers Bills, like they definitely gave us a lot to be thankful for this November with this Sunday.
Like this one's actually a lot more good, interesting ones on this one.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It should be a better slate of games this week compared to last week. So, I assume we're all fully excited, but I'm definitely excited for it.
Yeah. Also, yeah, Lions game like Rams, Seahawks. That's gonna be a great one. Monday night, Lions versus Eagles. That's gonna be a great game.
Bengals Steelers, not necessarily an exciting game, but like a really important game for playoff seeding. Because let's say the Bengals win it, then they're sitting there 4-6. Joe Burrow comes back. But if they lose it, season's kind of done.
I will laugh so hard if
like Chargers, Jaguars, like every single game here. Bears, Vikings. We didn't even touch on some of these. There's bangers throughout the entire lineup, Stu. So
I totally forgot Jaguars, Chargers. That's a really interesting one. Like literally fighting for your life.
Playoff seeding implications. Bears, Vikings will be big time.
But what about the great game of the Jets, Patriots?
I mean, of course, that's our Thursday night game, Stu. So like. Nothing much to say about it. It's going to be a dud.
I believe they paid Amazon paid $20 million just to have that game. $20 million.
I mean, here's the thing, though. They know even if it's a terrible matchup, we're all going to watch it. So
yeah, I will still watch it. Hey, I'm still watching this awful game. It'll probably be like 20-30, and this game will be terrible, but I'll still watch it.
Yeah, exactly. They know they got the audience hooked, so they're not mad about it.
But anyway, gentlemen, do you have any final thoughts on this week's NFL?
Those were my final thoughts right there.
I'm good.
Hey, I just gotta say, I'm riding those Pirate Seas right now. Riding them Pirate Seas. So anyway, that's it for this week. Next week, we're gonna go to week 11 right over here. We'll do the same stock options. We're gonna see how these teams go. And as always, gentlemen, I'm gonna catch you later, Mr. Gator. So as always, take care. Bye-bye.